let's see here. One, two, three. Testing, testing, testing. Okay. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. All right, we're good. We're live. We are live. We are live. We are live. We are live. A lot of people trade futures, I'll tell you that much. Oh, come on. Tell me it didn't fucking... Oh, that's not cool. All right. Let's go ahead and put some... let's go ahead and put some AI. Oh, I forgot. For the love of God. All right. I got the AI music going. We got everything running nice and smooth today. Let me lower that just a bit. All right. What's going on, guys? How's everybody doing? All right, so Bitcoin's doing something fantastico, a little bit different than most cases here. Found support at the 84.227. Is this music too fucking loud? I think it's low, right? Is it too loud or too low? Let me know, guys. Let me know, guys. Alright, I got the bottom here. Let me redraw the fibs here because it's a little bit fuckery. 4 hour testing the 150 as we speak. Even the 200 SMA as well. Testing those EMAs. Let me see the 12. Rolling underneath, and then the daily right underneath. But that 4 hour, geez. A bit lower. Unfinished. A bit lower. Wait, what are you talking about? Wait, god damn. From X to YouTube? What's going on? What is poppin'? Doesn't this look interesting, this little V shape here? Doesn't that look interesting? Here we go. Volume on your music. Oh, yeah, okay. That's what I'm saying. I appreciate it. Yeah, let me go lower that. Good idea. Let me see. Is that better? Or do I have to speak louder? Or maybe I can just change the genre of the music. All right, let me see. Okay, yeah, I gotta change the genre of the music then, because this rock shit is not working. How do I change it? Shit! Or maybe we just completely leave this volume out. Volume on your music. All right. I guess. All right. This is not working out the way I thought it would work out. The volume here is at, they're not, I guess today is rock music. I don't know. Okay, so that's interesting. Today is rock music on a Friday. Let me see if I can refresh. Nope. Today's like rock music for this website. All right, I'm not going to dabble with that. I guess we'll leave it as it is. All right, so let's take a look at the other side of the coin here. We got future, SPY, everything looking like it wants to do a little bit of a bip here. Bitcoin moving up a little bit here. We do have an engulfing candle on Bitcoin printing as we speak. It's currently touching that 10 daily EMA, smacking it. Hopefully it's going to get rejected as always. Algorithms and algos are triggering it, blah blah blah, and it's all about fighting above that 88,175. Okay, we're going to break that previous, well, in this engulfing candle here, that opening candle here, see if we can get above that. So far we are rejecting it as we speak. So 88,170 is what we got across. We rejected it once here, we're rejecting it, we rejected twice, 3 and 4 times as we speak. So 88,170 is going to be a very clean area for Bitcoin. Turn on the 1 hour or the 30 minute, that doesn't really matter, same shit. 30 minute, whatever. So as you can see here, price, we can sort of, right, price rejected, breakout, failed it, back tested, failed it, and never bounced off of it. We are failing this cluster here, so it's going to be very interesting to see 88,170 trying to get broken. 88,170, if we don't break 88,170, well, it's GG. And obviously what's going to happen is that you're making what? Lower highs. Remember, those lower highs, they're fucking deadly. They're deadly. Okay, lower highs. We are seeing lower highs. We got one touch and now a third touch, essentially. All right, can we break out, back test the breakout, and then move up? It's going to be very important over here. All right, look at the candles as we are seeing. So again, remember, 50% every time you make a breakout, upside or down, gap up, candles previous, we got to break 50% of that candle. This right here is telling you a story. We're failing here, breaking the previous 50 bar candle here, 87.97.7 roughly or so. What does that tell you? Opening, closing below 50. So it looks like we're making nice little higher lows. But is it going to be enough to push above this trend line? And that's going to be very important. All right. So pretty much now we're inside this candle bar. Harami's a forward. It's not so much a short. It looks strong here. Looks like it wants to break out. So we'll observe this. RSI is above the center line. But again, it's all about that bearish trend line. Can we succeed breaking above, back test the breakout, and move on up? That's all the issue of the current timeline in terms of the structure formation. The battle box is what we're having issues with. We're failing to break above certain micro areas. Oh, look at that, 94. That's going to be a fucking hell right there. So let's see what's going to happen today. Today's quadruple witching. We have a lot of tickers to look at. We got ES futures, looks SPY, IWM, VIX, Bitcoin, Ondas, MOSOS, marijuana play, Weeble. We cannot forget Weeble. Okay, do not forget the Weeble. Okay, Weeble. We are watching small caps as well. We are watching small caps as well. Let's see what the 4-hour candles are telling you. All right. Oh, wow. So I got a nice little trick for some of you guys. So if you just go on to Bitcoin 1 CME, you get to see gaps on Bitcoin. And a lot of people don't know about this. All right. Let me go ahead and see it. Bitcoin 1, I have it here. And then essentially that'll give you a very much informative outlook on Bitcoin. All right. This is Bitcoin CME futures. All right. So that way we can understand candle structure even better. We can get gaps going. We can observe gaps on CME futures. So let's go ahead and look at CME Bitcoin futures. All right, we are printing a bullish engulfing, just like, you know, your regular Bitcoin chart here. But this gives you, again, the better structure in terms of candle formations. Do we have gaps, dark light covers, bullish piercing lines, that sort of thing, okay? So this gives me a better idea of what candles are telling me. All right, let's go turn on the 4-hour real quick. Again, we still have a bearish trend that we got to break out of. If anything, this is actually much worse because this is way steeper. This is way steeper. Holy shit. This is much worse. Much worse. Much worse. Much worse. Ooh. Ooh, that's not good. So look at that. So now so this is 100% a descending wedge. All right, descending wedge. All right. Price finding a bottom, but price action making lower highs. Okay, a lower high. Turn off all the noise and then turn on your hollow candles. You get to see a better, cleaner pattern on Bitcoin. Okay, just on the patterns alone, this is telling you something. Every time we hit this trend line, price action does what? Reject, cluster, reject, reject, reject. That's almost a tweezer top. So price hits this trend line again, that is going to be another possible rejection. Now we can always wick, but backtest that breakout is what matters. We're going to come back in and then eventually start hitting the apex and then either up or down. Okay, the apex, we're nearing it. At some point, this is going to constrain, it's going to blow either up or down. And that's what matters. We find support always at the 85, 9, 10 level, but we always seem to reject the RSI center on the 4 hour. But the MACD is telling you a story here is that, you know, we're underneath the center line. We're underneath the center line, so eventually this thing wants to break what it looks like here, break up. That's what these arrow, or at least the MACD, is telling you. So it's interesting to see what's going to happen, especially on a day like this. It's very volatile, you know, and nobody knows really what's going to happen. Essentially, nobody does, all right? People will say it's bearish. People are going to say it's bearish. Some are going to say it's bullish, okay? But at the end of the day, Bitcoin is essentially rejecting this top-end trend line, and it's all about that trend line, all right? And then once you get to a certain level on here, we got to break structure. We got to break structure, okay? But right now, we're having struggles, all right? It's very defined what Bitcoin is doing, lower lows and lower highs. But we got to break structure. Until then, this thing, if you're, I mean, I know some people in the Discord that are holding shorts at 90K. Shout out to them. They see stuff. I mean, shout out to them. They saw it coming. Massive, massive sell-off here. And we're failing it. We're failing it. Bulls are failing. So yesterday we had a nice little bip, or at least in the morning, after the Japan government bonds. I think they cut rates, essentially so. Whatever the case might be, we saw a nice little bip, but was it enough? Was it enough? It was like a drop in a bucket. Because look at the overall trend. Big, fat, descending wedge. Okay, look at the candle structure. Bearish engulfing. Price action never failing the opening of that bearish. 89.85. Nope, we failed it. Printed haramis, and we even we almost broke above the 50%. We did, but then we got rejected here. Okay, rejected. Okay, more or less it was like 60% of this bar. All right, we come back out. We rejected tweezer top. We came back down. Opening bell. Boom, boom, boom. Found support again. But did we break 50%? Almost. It's like almost at 60%. So is this candle 60%. But look at that. Again, it's getting weaker and weaker. Look at the candle structures. Look at the candle structures. That's a Marabuza. That's a short, and that looks like a evening star printing right now on Bitcoin. That means what? Indecision, weakness. Now anything can happen at the opening bell, but this tells me, hey, that could be an evening star. That's a short at the impulse. Potentially on the 4 hour. So indecision, no clarity. I don't see engulfing bars up here. I don't see engulfing bars or marabuzas. I just see very short candles after the Japanese bond rate cuts, or rate cuts, whatever have you. I didn't read the article. I have no idea what the hell happened. So let's see what happens here. We have 1 minute left. So we got to keep an eye on Bitcoin. Okay, everything looks like it wants to run up a little bit here. So let's see what happens. Nobody really knows until market opens. We got to observe the market. But remember, bing, 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 market's open. Bum, 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 5 minute. I'm turning on the 5 minute, folks. Let's see what happens here. We're going to get a nice little bearish engulfing. We're going to get a sell-off. We're going to get a run-up. Let's see what happens here, folks. I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, you know, the rate hikes, the Japan situation boosts everything. But is it a bull trap? Is it a bear trap? We don't know. So right now we're observing the first 30 minutes of the market, and we'll take it from there. Maybe Mike Alpha should watch you Bitcoin analysis. Maybe he should, because he just absolutely hates crayon drawers like ourselves, chart squigglers. He absolutely hates us. So right off the bat, we are. Is this thing loading? Let me see. All right, so CME, what are you doing, bro? Is this thing working? Oh shit! It's not even loading. Hold on, let me save and let me reload. Not sure what happened there. Wow, that's weird. What the hell? Oh, it's not even moving. Bitcoin was frozen? What? It's frozen? What the fuck? Wow, it was. All right, here we go. Boom, everything's rocket. Rocket pocket. Rocket. Looks good, but is it a bull trap? That's the question. Is it a bull trap? Is it a bull trap? We'll figure it out. Right now, I'm pretty much sitting on my hands until I get confirmation. Let's take a look at ES real quick. Yeah, so that 6846 seems to be. Actually, let me turn on SPY. I'm sorry, not ES. Here we go. SPY, we've been killing it. SPY, I've been calling a lot of plays on SPY. I feel better with SPY just a tad bit here. It's a little bit cleaner. All right, so we do have a clean rejection off of this trend line here. So let's see if we can break this top end trend line. Otherwise, it just looks like another pump and dump. And if you go ahead and turn from a macro level, look what's forming. You got the shoulder, as I stated before. You got the shoulder. All right, you got the shoulder, the head, and the potential. Remember, I said broadening or rounded shoulders, or essentially forming. Thus, we are getting that shoulder. But again, your boogeyman is going to be that top trend line. All right, and what did I say before? We gotta break 681.20. Why? Because if you look left, rejection. We almost touch it. We barely touch it. And you guys remember the stream yesterday? Once we hit that trend line, I say tweezer top, boom. It literally was the perfect tweezer top, and it just completely collapsed. So shout out to those who were watching yesterday's morning stream. No, I wait for confirmation. I don't get into this market and hopefully, you know, for hopes and dreams. Okay, you know, we've seen these before. Yesterday was a nice pump, and then they dumped it. Look at Bitcoin being a leading indicator. Look at that, 87.8 right now, taking a dump. Everything's moving up. I'm watching Bitcoin. Now it's taking a dump. 87.76, 87.55, 87.766. What's happening? You see the opposite trend here. What like? This is what I'm talking about. I'm using Bitcoin as a VIX. It's like I'm telling you, I'm watching Bitcoin. It's been doing me justice because I understand that there's treasury companies that hold Bitcoin. So if Bitcoin's down, I know for a fact this little pump essentially is going to become a dump because I see Bitcoin coming down on the 5 minute. So right now, this could be an absolute pump and dump the first 30 minutes of the bell. But look at Bitcoin, 87.74. It continues to go down. The Bitcoin CME futures, the futures is showing me weakness. Let's go back to Bitcoin on the main chart. Let's go back to our little, where's my main chart? Oh my fuck, come on. I just had the drawings. Anyway, dude, what did I do? Was it this one? Dude, there's so many Bitcoin charts I have in different angles, different this, different that. Fuck. I just had the drawings. All right, we'll just make it work here. All right, so we are seeing a little bit of weakness here. Did we tap that top end trend line? No. What did I say about the candles? It was showing weakness. Where was the descending wedge? Was it here? Yeah, essentially that's what it was, right? It had to be here. So again, your boogeyman is still holding strong. Okay, we rejected it again. Oh, look at that. We rejected 88,287, and now it looks like Bitcoin's coming down. So look at that pump and dump. ES futures coming down. VIX, it's gonna look. It looks like a morning, not a morning yet, but it looks like a nice little candles printing here. ES is dumping futures. Bitcoin, what are we gonna do here? All right, what are we gonna do here? This is why I'm sitting on my hand waiting for confirmation. I don't take trades. I'm waiting. Now futures taking a nice little dump here. 5-minute time frame. Nothing broken yet, but you know, look, Morningstar here on SPY. Morningstar after a rush. That's indecision. They're saying, hold up, hold your horses, bearish. That Morningstar. I mean, excuse me, not Morningstar. That Evening Star. Excuse me, is telling you something. What is that? So let's see if we're going to have a continuation to the upside. Look at that. Another pump. We had it here yesterday on SPY. Look at this. We had a nice little run up. Nice little run up. We hit that top trend line and then rejected. Okay. This is essentially an inverted head and shoulders all in all. So let's not get it twisted. I'm not completely bearish here, but I am watching structure. Okay. I am watching structure. We had a cup and handle here, but once you broke a key level, or at least a level on the handle part, we essentially rejected and came back down. But we made a shoulder to the right end. We made a shoulder to the right end, so we have to watch now our key area resistance. Looks like a bullish belt hold here that we have on SPY. Okay, it means that possibly another continuation run going into this. It really wants to push up, hit that top trend line. Are we going to reject? Question mark. Okay, you break that top end trend line. Okay, what's the next area of resistance? Well, you got that 680.56 all over again. Why? Because we rejected here. Okay, once you get past that 680.56, then what's next? Well, now you got the 681.20. This is going to be your little micro boss, okay? Your little fucking mini boss. We got to follow what's in front of us. Okay, they're going to probably push this up like they did last time. All right, yes, coming down. Bitcoin still 87,709. You see how they pump and dumped us so far? All right, I would be shitting my pants if I was in all shares only right now. All right, I was on all shares only, but they could. So this doesn't mean anything yet. It's only 7 minutes in the day. Anything can happen. Anything can happen. They can. All right, that's a bullish piercing on the VIX. Bullish piercing on the VIX. That is a very strong positive candle, the VIX. You don't want to see a fucking bullish piercing on the VIX. That's a bullish piercing, folks. That is a deadly candle. That is a deadly candle. That entire candle completely engulfed the previous one, and now you're hitting 50% of the previous bar of that bearish candle. That is essentially no bueno. That is not good so far. You still have 1 minute and 55 seconds to print this candle. You can essentially get clapped. Okay? This thing could either spike up or reject it. So this is all about 1595 on the VIX here. Oh, okay. Well, looks like that bullish piercing is looking, it's looking strong here. Again, wow. Look how they look at Bitcoin now. It's coming down. Again, rejection. Rejection. So, very interesting. Very interesting. Rejected. Rejected 1599, close to 1598. Very interesting. Bitcoin coming down. So Bitcoin's coming down. ES wants to shoot up. SPY wants to try. Russell wants to try. Bitcoin essentially not having a good time. You see how I'm utilizing Bitcoin as an indicator, as a leading indicator. It's weird, man. It's weird. Like ever since Bitcoin hit 126, it was a wrap. It's somewhat now following big institutions, ETFs, futures, contracts. The boys are in control now, the big boys. And it's sad to say, but the big boys have full control of the lever. The retail doesn't. The retail doesn't. Bitcoin now 87,544. 87,544. SPY. A bullish belt. I would prefer the opening to have no wicks here, but we'll just say bullish belt or a bullish engulfing, whatever have you. So this means this looks like a continuation candle, of course. All right, we can completely hit that top end trend line. All right, but then this looks like a bull trap. Bitcoin is not giving me favor. It's not showing me right now it's not showing me any favor to the upside. I don't see any favoritism to the upside. Is this a bull trap? Question mark. I'm not seeing it. I am seeing weakness here on SPY and ES. So is Russell. Well, Russell and SPY, they pretty much run close to 1-to-1. So I should probably get rid of the Russell. It's the same shit as SPY. Essentially. All right, ES wants to push it up. But what is Bitcoin telling you? All right, is VIX pushing up? Have all your big boys up and running. Look at what the entire environment is telling you. Anda 790 here. Anda 790 here. I'm sitting on my hands, folks. I'm not trading. I'm not trading today. Oh, I do have Fubo. Where is Fubo? Where is Fubo? We are watching MSOS, Webull, Andas, T1 Energy is a good one. Bitfarm showing a little bit of life here. DH, nice little run up here. We can finally just get rid of this one because it's already had its course. Beautiful trade that we took yesterday. That was a beautiful trade. All right, Fubo, look at that candle. Okay, that candle's telling you something. Fubo's telling you something. Every time, look at that wick. Fubo wants to go launchy. It wants to go crazy. That's telling you something. Fubo, it's continuously finding support at the 262. All right, now let's see what happens here. All right, so look how beautiful. Look at this. Futures running, right? Bitcoin dumping. Huh? Futures running, Bitcoin dumping. Now let's observe the correlation between futures and Bitcoin. Dude, I'm telling you, where was the chart? Are all your other charts all stocks apart from Bitcoin? Yeah, so pretty much I only keep Bitcoin up. I don't look at anything else in terms of the crypto. If Bitcoin's down, pretty much the entire crypto market's down. I don't know why people like stress Solana, Ethereum. Like if Bitcoin's down, then essentially fucking everything comes down besides Zcash because it somehow likes to go against Zcash. All right, here we go. Real quick. So look at that. Look at that. It wants to push up. That bullish belt hold is holding nice and firm. All right, so here we go. SPY wants to touch that trend line. Okay, touch that trend line. I think we're going to get to the 670. Where the fuck is it? I think we're going to touch 678.70. Okay, I think we can wick it in there. I think we can totally push it. I think we can totally push it. Come on. You guys know. You guys want to pump it? They want to pump it. They know they want to pump it. All right? 678.74, or essentially right up that top trend line. Let's see what happens. There you go. It's going to pump. There you go. Boom! All right, here we go, folks. They want to push it at 678.73, 74. Here we go. I knew it. Come on, go ahead. Go ahead. Get the pull trap going. There it is. Come on. There it is. There it is. One a little bit more. A little bit more. Come on, come on. Push it, push it, push it, push it, push it, push it, push it. Push it, push it. Wick it. Just go ahead. Just do it, bro. Just do it. You did it yesterday. Okay, you did it yesterday. Everybody's high ball calls. But look what, you did it yesterday. Spinning top on Bitcoin. All right, here we go. They're going to push it. 678. Here we go. Boom. All right, passing it. Is it going to be a wick? There it is. The wick. Oh, the wick. It was there. Selling order is in. Let's see if the buyers are going to step in. Beautiful. There it goes. Keep pushing it. All right. They're going to most likely drag this shit to fucking, they're going to most likely push this shit to 681.20. All right. There's a good chance they're going to push it to 681.20. I mean, excuse me, not 681.20, 680.50. Where the fuck is my, I had another indicator here. Where is it? Wow, Bitcoin not having a nice little run. Where is it? 680. Yeah, 681.20, right at that 786. There's a very good possible chance they're going to drag this shit all the way up there. So knowing that information, let's see if we can get some nice little trades here. Nice little shitty ones. Under Armour is a potentially good one here. It looks like it wants to go stupid. It wants to go stupid. I don't know if I want to take that chance on that little trade. Yeah. There's a good chance they want to push it. Let me see Bitcoin where we at. So there we go. We're touching that bearish trend line again here on Bitcoin. On the Bitcoin. So a couple things to note here. So right here we're touching that top end trend line. Okay. Let's observe. Can you look at WGO? What's WGO? WGO. What is this? What am I looking at? Yeah, it's already running. Weekly looks good. Weekly looks really good here. It looks like it still has a lot of juice left. A little bit more, nothing crazy, but essentially that MACD says a lot. 5, 10, 20 EMAs rolling underneath. And you gapped up. Candle's telling me there's no resistance yet. So this thing looks like it still wants a little bit of juice left. Candles are telling me something. Oh, never mind. That's a fake. That's a fake bullish candle. It's essentially, it should be red. All right, I don't know why I thought this was a bullish candle. It technically is because it's opening from, it's literally fucking gapped. But price action is at 45.94, so the lower end. So this would be somewhat bearish here. So I would be just, you know, have your stop losses nice and tight. I don't know what to tell you. It ran its course. You touched the golden pocket. It still looks like it rejected the golden pocket. It had a resistance. People sold. Price action's at the lower end. I almost thought it was at the top end, but I'm looking at this candle. I thought it was bullish, but it's bearish. 46.22. So, you know, have your tight stop losses. All right, we have an evening star here on SPY. Evening star on SPY. Okay. What did Bitcoin do? Are we going to break this trend line? We can always wick it. All right. If you're going to pass it, sure. Pass it. Break out of it. Back test the fucking breakout and then go up. All right. Let's see what happens. Bitcoin, you got to show up. You got to show up. You got to show up here. All right. SPY. All right. Looks like they want to do it. Looks like they want to push it to 681.20. Looks like they want to push it. 681.20. Get everybody hyped. Get the bulls in. Get bull trapped, more than likely. All right. Hanging man on Bitcoin right now. Hanging man on Bitcoin. Let's see what happens. Futures rejected 63.50. All right. Ondas. Nice little bullish action in the morning. First 18 minutes of the opening bell. We got a nice morning star on VIX. Morning star on VIX. Let's see what happens here. Watching, observing. Beat earnings by 193%. Okay. Well, it had a gap up. It had a gap. All right. We all know what happens when you get runners. Eventually, profit taking is going to take place. And then you go ahead and, you know, have your tight stop losses. Make sure you protect yourself. Bada bing, bada boom. Move on to the next. At least that's how I do it. All right. There we go. Bitcoin's rejecting the top end trend. I'm assuming it's rejecting it because oh, yeah. Perfect. So, again, Bitcoin rejecting that top end trend line. So the trend is still intact currently. Nice little spinning top. That means indecision. Indecision on Bitcoin as we speak. That's a 1 hour time frame bell. We have 10 minutes and 47 minutes left here. Russell IWM rejecting here with a nice bearish engulfing. Coming down, and if it breaks below 249.89 roughly where that 50% bar is, that's not going to look pretty good. So let's see. 249.94-ish. If I'm gonna have to take that 50% more or less. All right, I'm keeping an eye here. Small caps. What's happening here on small caps? All right, again, like what happened yesterday. Nice little run up, then rejection. Bullish run up. They're gonna probably keep running it like they did yesterday. Get the bull trap in, and then just clap everybody. I'm telling you, this market is essentially running on Bitcoin. Bitcoin is like a leading indicator right now. Bitcoin is a leading indicator right now. I'm utilizing Bitcoin for any trades that I go, any trades that I take. I'm pretty much using Bitcoin as a leading indicator because this thing can collapse, SPY, WM, and futures. It's just been working for me. If Bitcoin's down, I'm not taking trades. If Bitcoin's having a good day, I'm taking trades on equities. Okay, on equities. I've been using it. I'm telling you, there has been a massive correlation. Bitcoin. Oh shit, MSOS over here. Looking good. Hold up. Let me see what's cooking. What's cooking, MS? Nice little boop. 382, 515. Shit, you might get a nice little core. Oh, let me see here. What's up, baby? Ooh. So marijuana stock sold off. People jumping in now. Is that how we feeling? I still think we're gonna tank the market, so I'm gonna go ahead and be very, very cautious. I'm gonna be very, very cautious going into equities right now. I don't see any positive confirmation yet. All right, SPY. Again, bullish bell holding on the 30. Let's see the 15. Nice little evenings printing on the 15. Somewhat retesting that trend. So it looks like it wants to come and back test that trend breakout. If you guys remember, once you hit that trend, you saw that massive wick. That tells you a lot of sell orders were ready. They were ready. And not any wick. That was a much longer wick. Okay? Because there's an invisible line here in the entire chart. We see that line. It's right there. Boom. Boom and boom. All right? Let's see if it wants to come and back test that breakout. Boom. And then start making higher highs, higher lows. And then the boogeyman is at 681.20. All right? I can almost like Bitcoin rejecting. So again, Bitcoin. Now that's a long-legged doji. That is very much an indecision candle. The psychology of that long-legged doji is indecision, and that is not good. That's not good. Long-legged dojis, you don't want to see that. Especially when you are rejecting a key level area resistance and you're trading and it's essentially, let me see what the oscillators are telling me. Are we scalding here? We're scalding on Bitcoin? Dude, what the fuck? That is a that's a candle you don't want to see. Okay, you don't want to see a long-legged doji printing at key resistance area because that means weakness and indecision. The psychology of a long-legged doji means, oh shit. Look at the 1 minute inverted hammer. Going back to the 30 minute. It went from long-legged, still long-legged doji. I mean, not a long-legged doji. Now it's just a long spinning top. Again, that's called indecision. When you got a fucking wick this big, that's a massive psychology shift. We have to literally break this trend line. We failed it on the 30, guys. Okay? And look at this. All right? Lower lows, lower lows, lower lows. Lower highs, lower highs. Look at the candle structure. Okay? From a miniature level, you're just printing shorts. You're printing haramis. Let me turn on the 1 hour. You're printing haramis. Okay? Very short candles means indecision. A lot of indecision. That's not good. So let's see what happens here. Let's see what happens. So yeah, 680. Look, like I said, they want to run it. What did I say? They want to run it at 681.20. SPY. They're gonna fucking do it. They're gonna fucking do it. I'll be surprised if it rejects a 680.56 because it was a key area rejection level here yesterday. I think they're gonna want to try and push 681. Get the bulls in. Get the bulls in. Completely get the bulls in there. If it doesn't, then I'm looking over here. But whatever. I think they really want to clap people here at the 786, 681. If you look left again, 786 ratio rejection, 786 ratio rejection, cluster rejection. So, of course they're gonna want people up there. All right. And if you break the 786. Okay, then we're talking good. Then we're talking essentially a nice little trade here. Weeble coming down to 840. Bitcoin, a lot of indecision still. I'm not taking nothing. I don't care about the market. Nike coming out 59.18. Okay, Domo 867. Again, long-legged doji on Bitcoin. That's not good. All right, here we go. SPY. Yeah, that's right. That's what you wanted. You wanted to clap everybody. But I want you guys to know, I want you guys to see something, SPY, on the daily. All right? Do not get fucking clapped, because look what happened here daily on November 4th. Once we cross that sign, once we cross the signal line. Once you cross that signal line, a dipper, nice little ripper, and then you got clapped. We're doing the same shit again. We crossed that line. I think they're going to try and run it for 4 or 5 days. A clipper, then a ripper. Essentially, get clapped. The entire market is bearish. It's actually bullish, but we're just in a bearish sentiment. It's not bearish yet. Okay? It's not bearish yet, so I'm just being protected. All right? Just being protected, that's all. You got to protect yourself. All right, 60. Jesus Christ, this fucking thing does not. Let's take a look at small caps while we figure SPY out what Bitcoin wants to do and SPY in general. I honestly think they're going to run it to 681.20. I could always be wrong. I think they want to run it, though. That's just me. All right. Oh, boy. All right, what are small caps we're looking at, folks? Welcome. I think I went to a long-ass rant. A long rant. Nike coming up. Had a nice little sell-off here on Nike. Holy shit. Nice little sell-off. Looks like it wants to continue downward. Question mark. Nike. Wow. It's 57.79. 57.77 was your bottom here, huh? That's interesting. Very interesting. Nike coming down this hard. Very interesting coming down this hard. So it looks like they want to... Yep, there it is. Go ahead. Keep pushing it. That's right. Keep pushing it. That's right. Keep pushing it. That's right. Keep pushing it. God, what are you fucking being pussy for? What are you being a pussy? Push it. Don't quit now. Oh, no. Don't quit now. Oh, no. What are you doing? Stop it. Get some help. All right. You want to play that game? Okay. All right. Well, let's play the game then. That's a Gartley, and that's a 786 with the 1283. That's a Gartley. Ooh, yep, the 1183. We can do the 1183. 113 essentially. 786 and 12. That's your sweet spot with the 886 is your magic number. 618. No, excuse me. 618 would have been better on the AC line. Let's see if it holds here, but that's a W. All right, that's a Gartley. 786, 12386. So 113 would have been better. 113. There it is. There it is. That's much better. Here we go. All right, that's much better. So this is a bearish Gartley here, folks. Bearish Gartley. Good clean ratios. The only ones I don't like is a 995. You do want to have a 88. You want to have a 618 AC leg here. Okay, so 618s are essentially much better. You can have an 886, but there is a W here. All right, again, bullish. It looks almost exactly like yesterday, like Thursday. Had a nice little run up. Let's turn off all the noise so you guys can see it better. Had a nice little run up. Rejection, and boom. Nice. Come on, like we saw that coming. Come on, they know what they're doing. Come on, they know. They want to push a 681.20. They want to. They want to. Just fucking do it, bro. Stop it. Stop it. You know you want all that money. Come on. Come on. You want the premiums. You want it. You want it. Stop it, market maker. Stop it. You're playing with me. You know you want it. You know you're gonna push it. There it is. Keep going. Keep going. Come on. Go. Don't stop. No, don't stop. No, don't. Exactly. Keep going. That's right. There it is. You come on. I knew it. You're already there. You might as well just touch it. Get everybody hyped up. There it is. There it is. There it is. That's what they want. What did I say? They're going to want 681.20. They're going to want it. They're going to want it. Keep going. Keep going. You're at the resistance. Yada, yada, yada. 680. Okay. 680.49. Okay. Blah, blah, blah. They're going to push it. Maybe, maybe. Come on. Don't stop. Don't stop. Oh, an evening star. That's what's going to stop you today, Spy? Nah, that's a lie. Keep going. Don't keep going, bro. That's nothing. Looks like everything's running here. Beautiful. Looks like everything's running here. Do you think I don't trust this market yet? I don't fucking trust this market. Hell no. Hell no. Oh. Ooh. No, it's not ready yet. 5% though is pretty clean. 5% is pretty good. There it is. Come on. No, no, no. No, no, no. No, no, no. We're not doing this today. No, no, no. We're not going to do that. What do you think? 680.44 is going to stop you? No, 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 Spy. No, no, no. Go ahead. Get to the boogeyman. Get to the boogeyman, bro. Just get it. Stop it. Guys, I'm telling you, they're going to want 681.20. They're going to want 681.20. They're going to want it. You think that's going to stop them? Get the fuck out of here. That's not convincing me. That's not convincing me for shit. All right, Weeble. What's going on here in Weeble? Looking interesting here. My ass, the only way I'm going to start trading small caps is once we get above 681.20. You get above 681.20, you come out, you back test that 681.20, then you break it, you get that breakout. I'm gonna take trades on small caps. Right now, I'm sitting on my hands. I could give two flying shits how small caps are running. I don't give a flying F what the market is doing in terms of small caps. I'm not taking no fucking trades. Zero. I'm sitting on my hands, folks. I'm sitting on my hands. Bitcoin again. Whoa! Did it touch it? Almost. 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 No confirmation. Actually was a lower high. You were off essentially by like a couple bucks. All right, a couple bucks. You didn't confirm that touch. You got to wait and confirm it. And again, that's a bearish Harami printing. Bearish Harami printing off of this candle. Why is my CME futures not working on Bitcoin? That's where the real information is. The real information is off that CME futures, man. Let me go ahead and get to that. I prefer trading there, looking at Bitcoin chart there, than I do here. Bingo. Okay. What the fuck? What is this? This is crazy. Dude, I feel like it's broken. Oh, shit. I was charting. Okay. Okay, I see it now. I was charting the... Oh, I gotta get used to that. Okay, that's what happened. I was charting on the CME futures on Bitcoin than I was on the main spot price. Okay, so we're still good. We're still good here. All right, let me see if I can get some confluence here. I'll just take it from there for now. So we have one touch, two touch, multiple touches here, cluster, rejection here. All right, so I'm gonna say this is a nice little clean trend line here. All right, so let's go. Oh, stop it, market maker, stop it. 680.44. What? Oh, stop it. Oh, stop it. Oh, please. Just push it, you fucking crooks. Push it. Yeah, you ain't fooling me, bro. Just push it. Get to 681.20. What are you doing? you load of crooks. Get to 681.20. Then get the real fucking test. Get the real big boys coming in. Then you get the real alpha. We'll get the real information how you guys want to run. You think 680.44 was your reject? Get the fuck out of here. Nothing. 680.52 exactly. 680.52 exactly. You think that was it? Get the fuck out of here. That's nothing. Gravestone on the impulse here. That's nothing. They want 681.20. They want it. They want it. Stop it. Stop it. I'll be shocked if the Garley is actually panning out on this W. I'll be shocked if it pans out, you know. Because, typically you always want to wait for a confirmation candle and then come back down. I'll be shocked if they're going to do it at 680.52, to be honest with you. I'll be shocked. I will. But they want to bull trap everybody. Go ahead. They want to bull trap everybody. All right, Bitcoin. Still a lot of indecision here. A lot of indecision. This market is absolutely a clusterfuck. There is just no clarity in the market right now. Zero clarity. I don't feel comfortable trading in this market, guys. Like, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Oh, stop it. All right, guys, give me 1 second. I'm going to go ahead and use the bathroom. I'll be right back. Give me like 5 minutes. Oh, futures. But look at SPY, IWM, Bitcoin. A lot of indecision on Bitcoin. I guess nothing. Guess I didn't have to use the Batherino. Oh my God. Okay, this looks decent here. All right. Almost done, guys. Sorry, I just had to fix some stuff. How's the chat going? How's it going, chat? Please like the video, guys. If you like this sort of content, I would highly appreciate it. You know, anything helps. Likes are free. I'm not charging anything. At least, you know, not now. Distant future, who the hell knows? Everything is absolutely looking somewhat a little choppy here. A little choppy. Nothing's giving me confirmation yet. Nothing. Zero. Nada. Everything's all wishy-washy. I don't like what's happening here. All right. I will buy tickers at all-time lows, though. I promise you that. I will do that. I will absolutely do that. Dude, you guys want to see a scam candle? Look at the scam candle here. 766. These motherfuckers, bro. Seriously. Oh, boy. Yep. Let's go. Come on, hurry up. Just do it already. ES running up. Bitcoin 88,218. Let me go spot price. All right, here we go. Spot. Spot bitty, bitty, bitty. Bitty, bitty, bitty. VIX 1544. Little creepers coming. Little creepers coming. All right, what other tickers are you guys watching here? Nike coming down 59.16. Had good earnings, but no guidance. Essentially, why Bitcoin? Not Bitcoin. That's why Nike's down. One second. All right, guys. Let's get to the real juice. I've been wanting to talk on this Bitcoin thing, but let's get to the real juice. All right, here we go. Bitcoin breaking above that trend line. Let's get to the real juice. SPY 680.52. That's cute. All right. Targets you want to watch is that 382 off of this Gartley. 678.20. Let me actually just draw it. Let me get the right measurement. So people are like, oh, you were off by 1. There you go. There you go. All right. So off of these Gartleys, the first thing I'm looking at is 678.33 here. All right, first PT target 382. If you're going to take that short puts, whatever have you, not financial advice. Okay. 236 is a very. If I see a 236 bounce here, then that tells me 681.20 is coming. 681.20 is coming. If I see a bounce at 679.17 here, so we are going to touch it right now as we speak. Almost. Come on. Oh, get there. I mean, the oscillators are literally scalding here on the 15-minute. And that's a spinning top at the impulse. So stop it. Stop it. You played yourself. Bitcoin, 88. Okay, here we go. We broke out. There we go. We're breaking out. Now I want to see that back test. Get that back test going. We're breaking out. Get it going. And then up. Get it going. You see? Come on, hurry up. The fuck, hurry up. Hurry. Ondas coming down 791. Who's in the Ondas play? Who is in the Ondas play? There you go. Come on, hurry up. You broke out, blah, blah. Come on, back tested. Let's get the confirmation. Get the confirmation. Futures. Ooh. That's a grave at the impulse. That's a grave at the impulse. Be careful. That's a deadly impulse. That's a deadly candle, actually. Let's see what happens. You still have 32 seconds to print that candle. All right, more. Ooh, Doji on the VIX. Doji, indecision here. Indecision not at the impulse. Indecision on the VIX. All right, Bitcoin breaking. If it closes like into a Marabuza on the 30-minute, on the 1 hour, then it's a strong candle to the upside. Let's go on the 5. Let's go on the 1 minute. Let's go on the 5. Actually, let's just do the 1 minute. Do 1 minute. See if it wants to come back and back test that trend line here in the 88.261. Let's see what candles we print here. Had a massive rally. Oh, that's a W. I see W. And that's a harmonic. That's a Gartley. 886. 786. No, 86 or 786 are the only two reference points here. So no. No harmonic. Run it, run it, run it. Go, go, go. Rush it, rush it, rush it. 88, 88, 88. 88, 88. All right. There. 88, 88. Where's your next resistance? Uh-oh. 50 here. Broke it. Broke it. Broke it. All right, so it's going to be 80, 88. 88, 88, 88. Go ahead. Run it. Run it. Scalding here. On the 1. There it goes. Back test it. Back test it. Back it. That's a bullish belt hold. Back test it. Scalding. What is IWM and futures telling you? Nothing yet. There it is. Back test it. Hurry up. Hurry up with the breakout. Hurry up with the breakout. Come on and back test it. Come on. Let's go. Confirm the breakout. 'Cause you know damn well I don't trust you. You better. I don't trust you. Wow, scalding. 48 on the 1. 48 on the 1. What's the 5? 5, not yet scalding here. 39. Actually, yeah, we're about to hit scalding levels on the 5. We're about to hit scalding levels on the 5. 1, you're already scalding here. So the pullback is imminent. Nice little run up is imminent. Just come back and confirm the breakout. Do not lie to me. Do not lie to me. Let's get the breakout confirmation. 5 minute, 1 minute scalding. You got the positive DI sitting on 50. Sitting on 50. Let's just get the bearishness. Get the confirmation. Breakout. And then hopefully run it. Run it. Come on, baby. There it is. Just come down. There it goes. 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 Institutions hate retail. Institutions absolutely hate retail. They fucking hate us. VIX with a hammer. VIX with a hammer. Institutions, corporations hate us. They would rather see us burn and die. They absolutely hate us. They would rather see us broke in the streets. They hate us. They absolutely hate us. And we're doing nothing about it. There it goes. That's your one touch, fool. Come back and back that test out, breakout, fool. Stop it. Stop it. Oh no. Oh no, Bitcoin up only. Bitcoin up only. Bitcoin up only. Oh, Bitcoin up only. Bitcoin up only. Come on and confirm the breakout. 'Cause you know you want to. Come on, baby, stop it. Come on, don't do that. Just come back down and test it. That's right. Confirm the breakout. Confirm it. Udi. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Come on. Institutions hate us. They fucking hate us. Institutions hate us. They just want their money. Indecision. Indecision. Morning. That's a morning. Indecision. Break that 88.5. There you go. Come on. Come on, boy. Come on, boy. Just touch it already. Oh my God, we know what you want to do. Just shut the fuck up and touch it. Just bring it already. Oh my God, hurry up. Jesus, I'm getting impatient. Thank you. Fucking hell. Like, we know what they want. Thank you. You could. Thank you. Now, thank you. Finally. Now, can we confirm what's happening here? Thank you. Can we finally confirm? Thank you, guys. Thank you, institutions. Thank you for giving us thank you for giving us pebbles. Thank you. We're scrapping fucking pebbles in the street. Thank you, institution. I appreciate it. Thank you. Finally. Jesus Christ. It's like we called this shit early in the morning. My God. Okay, now we got to figure out what's going to happen. Jesus Christ. All right, if we get back in the trend line, that's called a bust out. You don't want to get a bust out. Really, institutions? Really, guys? So much for decentralization. Bitcoin breaking below the trend line. That's not good. That's called a bust out. You don't want that. You backtest that breakout and you fail it. That's bing bong. Get clapped. Bing bong. You fail that breakout backtest. Boop boop. Boop boop. Boop. Uh-oh. That's not good. Uh-oh. That was a fake out pump. Uh-oh. Let me see the markets taking a shit. Yep. Uh-oh. Breakout test. Here we go, boys. Here we go. One touch. One touchy. One touchy. Body. Real body. Rejecting. Hold up. Real body rejecting. Weakness. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. If it breaks that. Oh, my God. If it breaks 88, 161, you're done. You're done. RW. Red. Oh. Oh. What's the market telling you? Yep. Wait, what's happening? RDW? RDW? What's happening with RDW? What am I looking at? RDW. You said RDW. What? RDW. What am I looking at here? Alright, cool. Having a nice little run up. Okay, news maybe? Rewire up after starts with the sector. What? Weight rating. Rewire up after sector weight rating. Yeah, that's gonna drop. Yeah, that's fucking nothing. It's people trading the trend. There's absolutely no straight. That's gonna absolutely get clapped once this little news catalyst comes down, bro. Sector weight. Yeah. Let me see. Share space and infrastructure of 49%. 7 pre-market after key bank initiate coverage with sector weight. Oh no, institutions. Oh, big boys are saying sector weight. Oh God, yeah, fucking. After it's 9 milli edge autonomy. Yeah, I don't. That's nothing. To me, that's a drop in a bucket. That shit will get clapped on Monday. All right, if the market shits itself, it's gonna get clapped on Monday. That's absolutely nothing. Run with the wind, bullseye. If you didn't get in here, this news, don't FOMO. All right. I wouldn't touch this shit with a 10-foot pole. I'll wait for this thing to dump and then get in. I would never touch that. Ever. There we go. Bitcoin now backtest the breakout. It looks like it wants to go up. Now we can say something positive. 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 Ooh, that's a descending wedge here, folks. That's a descending wedge. That is a descending wedge on the 1 minute. I'm peeping it now. That's a descending wedge on the 1 minute. Nice little J formation here, folks. All right. Nice little J formation. And see if it breaks that out. And then bingo bango, off to the races. I will lock profits today for sure. I got in early. Oh, I didn't even realize it was Jay. I didn't realize it was Jay. What up, Jay? Bro, then what? All right, SPY, touch the 236. It touched the 236. Strong bounce here. If not, get fucked. All right, we want the 382. That's your ratio you want to get in, guys. You should have told us on Redwire early, man. If it was Jay, I just realized it was Jay's though. I just quickly glimpsed at the text, not even looking who the member was. All right, that's a descending wedge here on 88,590. Dude, how many times are you gonna back test? Oh my God, if it back test, oh God, oi, 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 oi. Descending wedge. I mean, descending scallop. What the fuck am I saying? Descending wedge, descending scallop. Jesus Christ, I'm fried today. I'm fried, folks. I'm fried. Oh God, if it fails that, then the measurement rule from this descending wedge, I mean descending scallop, excuse me, is that it is literally that. All right, we don't want that. Oh my God, dude. What's here left? Oh my God, it's Bitcoin's fighting for its life. Fighting for its life right now. Literally fighting for its life. Oh. Bam, ba-dam, ba-dam, da-dam. SPY. All right, you broke below the 382. Back test that trend line. So the 382 is not too far. 678.83. So I thought institutions wanted to push it up here today early in the morning. Maybe they'll drag it out and then push it up to 680, 681.20. Maybe that's their game plan, just to get some bull trap the shit out of everybody. So we're breaking trend line. Now we're going to touch that 382, 678.33. Funny how that works, huh? Funny how that works. All right, we were scalding on the 15 minutes, so that means price action eventually had to come back down. That nice little fat W. Get a nice little exhaustion level going in, and then let's see what happens here. We got to observe. The 382 would be nice and juicy. Nice and juicy. Ba-da-da-da-da-da. Is Bitcoin breaking down? Oh my God. It's literally on its lifeline. It's literally at the lifeline. Trading volume is very low today because most options expired today, putting a hold to trading volume. Very nice alpha there, Mr. Housing Special. And Bitcoin, Jesus. I wouldn't be surprised if a master candle, a very, very volatile candle starts printing here if you break below 88 up. Let's see if we get a volatile candle. 88.09.4. Confirm a candle down there. I would not be shocked if we see a bearish engulfing coming down here. I would not be shocked. So let's see. We still have 24 seconds to print this candle here. So it's fighting for its life to hold 88.1. Fighting for its life to hold 88.1 here. Right below this candle structure here. 88.1. Let's see if it holds. 12 seconds left. But we still below that trend line, which is another issue here. 1 second. Boom. What's it gonna be? What you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Bad boys, bad boys. 88.1. That's where you gotta find Bitcoin holding the line. Bad boys, bad boys. Hurry, 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 Bitcoin. Hurry up. All right, what other small caps are we doing here? Well, if you ever seen a choppy market, this is a choppy market, folks. Choppy ass market today. Almost touched the 382, 678. All right, so it looks like they want to run it again. Good. MSOS fighting for its life at the 520 line here. T1 Energy 636. Fucking thing is up only, I'm telling you. Fucking thing is up only 8. Uh-oh. Then, boom. All right. That's it. They got you. Ladies and gentlemen, we got them. There it is. That's the volatile candle. There it is. 88.1, you broke, and oh god, that's nasty. All that hype for shit. All that hype for nothing. All right, red wire. Boom, boom, boom. We'll delete that. Draw the nice scope. 380 here, 7%. 380 here, 7%. Why is it running 2 days ago? Is it just finding a mean reversion? T1 Energy. All right, 87.8 now. Bitcoin. Hey, that's a master candle. And that's a Marabuza, too. That's a very clean, defined Marabuza. That's a very, very negative candle. You don't want a Marabuza here. That means more continuation to the downside. That is not a candle you want to see at all. That's like, it's defined. It was defined rejection here. Defined. Oh, I'm tired. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da. Oh my god, just stop it. 50 of that bar. Alright, what else is happening today, folks? What else is happening today, my friends? What are we doing? I'm tired as shit, to be honest with you. I've been up all morning. Oh shit, I wrote disclaimer twice. That's annoying. Volatility. Backtest again on that breakout. Marabuza. That's very nice. Marabuza. Bullish belt. That's a bullish belt. Continuation. That's a bullish belt. Let's get to going. I wonder what I have to eat. I'm starving. I'm really starving out here. What do I have to eat over? Oh, I have celery. That's right. I'm on a diet. Fuck. I'm screwed. I'm on a diet. Core weave. There it goes. They want it, boys. They want it. They want it. Core weave, what the hell's happening here? Oh, 17%. Oh, cool. Ba-da-da-da-da-da. Okay, this has to be news driven. I love news. Core weave target to 135. Share from price target cut to 130 from. How is this even positive? So something else is happening. CoreWeave to join United States Department of Energy Genesis mission. Shares rise. Oh, there you go. You got the fucking department. United States Department of Energy Genesis. Aims to accelerate discovery science, strengthen national security, and advance. Oh, that's it. That's pretty much. That's like a good catalyst there. Now that's a news. That's a news. Look at that Marabuza on that opening. Very cool. Nice little run up from Mr. CoreWeave. Good job. Looks like a nice little rejection at 70.17 over here. So we can almost cut this Adam and Eve. I'll leave it there for the sake of combo. So that news catalyst is going to completely shift the narrative on CoreWeave. Very nice. Very, very nice. Wow, that's a Morningstar Doji. I mean, Doji. Morningstar. Actually, no, that's a Harami cross. Harami cross. Morning stars are technically at the bottom impulse. That's a Harami cross. That's a very clean defined. That's actually a very powerful reversal candle. Actually, very, very clean defined. Harami cross doji. Very, very defined. Ondas 817, whatever points. It's just doing stupid shit. There it is. That's right. Get those guys. There you go. Push it. That's right. Get them. Get them, spy. Get them. Get them. Go ahead. Chase them. Chase them. Get those bears. Yeah, screw the bears. Ondas. What the hell's Ondas doing? Why is it doing that? Ondas. What are we doing here, bros? Oh. What do we... What, hello, Ondas? Oh, hold up. Hold on. I do like me some Ondas, I'll tell you that much. We're at a key resistance level here. Alright, you touched that. You rejected it multiple times, but you are making an ascending wedge though, so that's a good sign. You are making an ascending wedge. You broke above it. Price actually found the bounce. Very, very clean, defined ascending wedge. So let's see what happens. Support. So if you break 826, then that's a structural shift. Very, very important. So let's see if Ondas wants to hold that. 826, making an ascending wedge. Let's see if it holds that. Okay, very interesting to see here on Ondas. But this is where I stay away from shit like this until you get a confirmation. You get a confirmation. If you didn't buy down here, I don't give a shit. It's just no way, Jose. No. Russell coming down a little bit. So futures coming down here. No. Small cap. All right, let's take a look at small caps here. So all the tickers are running here. We have Redwire 9%, Bitfarm 9%, BMNR 8%, RZLV. Okay, you got to explain to me how RZLV is even topic of conversation today. Is even a topic of conversation. You mean to tell me this dog shit ticker is running 8% today? Of all days? Of all days, that's where it wants to go. All right, VIX coming down, so they're giving bulls that hopium today. They're giving bulls a hopium today. Enjoy the hopium today, folks. Enjoy it. They wanna send a message to the bulls, a message to the bears. Excuse me. They want. Oh, you can't always just continuously go down. So looks like they want to run it over here to the upside. Where's my magnet? Yep, they're gonna run it. Get those nice bulls in. Get the bulls in there and then squeeze. Squeeze! 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 Just do the thing. Oh, everything's up, guys. Everything up. Russell coming down a little bit here. Bitcoin again. Failing the trend. Did it really fail the trend line again? The breakout? I'm not on futures, right? Yeah, I'm on spot. I'm on spot. Jesus Christ. You're failing the trend line support here again. That's not good. Yikes. RSI rejecting the center line. Yikes. Oh, futures. Okay. Okay. Guys, please don't forget to like the video if you like this sort of content. I appreciate it. Update complete. Oh, wow. What is that? Well, that's an instant. That's a bug. All right. Bitcoin coming down. Rejection off that top end trend line again. Oh my God. That is bad. Again. Rejection cluster. Breakout. Backtest. Failed. Backtest. Breakout. Backtest. Failed. There's only so much you can do from there. But if it wants to hover here, that's fine. If it wants to sleep around the trend line, go ahead. Sleep around with the trend. With the trend line. Go ahead. Do your thing. How many more times are we going to touch that? Until you ultimately get the rejection. Alrighty then. Core weave. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I don't like those wicks. I don't like those wicks. I don't like those wicks, but let's go. Come on, hurry up. Hurry up. Oh, I can't wait till the lady starts cleaning the apartment because this apartment is absolutely disgusting. All right, I'm getting an alert on RZLV. 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 Bitcoin just straddling over here. Ondas rejected that top end trend line here that we drew earlier. I think it was like around 820, 822, whatever have you. Let's see how many bulls they want to get trapped here. How many bulls they want to trap out here? Let's see what happens. MSOS up 9% today. Yippee yay! Notice when all the price action is the best time to buy a pre-market. Isn't that funny, guys? Isn't that funny? Post-market or pre-market is the best time to buy. Isn't that fucking funny? Bitcoin 89. Oh, VIX just popped. VIX just had a pop. Not sure what the hell that was about, but we had a nice massive pop here. Massive pop, 1545 on the VIX. All right, Bitcoin 87,958. Again, sleeping with the trend line, but now rejecting it and finally coming down to realistic levels here. They hyped everybody up all over again. Wow. They hyping everybody up all over again. Wow. I'm like I'm like losing my hairs looking at Bitcoin price chart. I'm losing my hair. Like, I would rather just come back in 10 years to find out where Bitcoin is going to be selling at. I would rather just do that. But Bitcoin, this thing, man, it's a manipulator. It's the manipulator of all manipulations. Smart money has their strangle on this thing. They have a strangle on that thing. I'm watching Weeble here for a potential breakout. All right. Okay, that's a bullish belt hold on the VIX. That is a very, very positive candle continuation. When it's going against the prevailing trend and it prints a bullish belt, oh my God, that's a Marabuza. 10 seconds left. Marabuza on the VIX. 10 seconds left. If that thing holds, that is not good. If that thing holds, that's not good. That is not good. All right, here we go. What's it gonna be, VIX? That's a bullish. That's a Marabuza candle, guys. That's a continuation candle. That's a continuation candle. VIX, what's it gonna be, bitch? Oh! VIX? Hello? Hello? Hold on. Let me call the institutions real quick. Hold on. Let me see if they're gonna pick up the phone. Hold on, let me see. No? Uh-oh. Hold on, let me make sure they're gonna pick up the phone. Hold up. Let me see something. Hold up. Uh-oh. Hold up. No? Hold on, let me see. I'm calling them. Let me see if they're gonna pick up the phone. Hold up. No, they're ignoring me, guys. They're ignoring me. They're not picking up. They're not picking up. No. Mm-mm. Uh-oh. No. And Bitcoin. Absolutely wild. Wow, the straight manipulation. How does it look like on the daily? Is that a spinning top? Is that a tail wick? Oh, it's a bullish. It's just a regular bullish. Look at the wick so far, guys. Look at that wick. So, what does that tell you? Okay, again, price is failing. That 88,660. All right, oh my God. Oh, the manipulation. Oh my God. Manipulation. The hype, and then the sell, and then the hopium. Alright, so VIX now printing that bullishness. And now, double top on SPY here. Double top 680.10 here. Oh shit. VIX 1557. Now pushing up. Down 8% today. 7.65 now. It was much lower than that actually. Oh shit. 1557 on the VIXO. Bitcoin Russell coming down as well. If the VIX gets to 16, you might as well kiss your dog goodbye. Might as well. 1561 the VIX. This is such a choppy market, man. Absolutely choppy. Oh no, SPY, you didn't want to come up to the 681.20 today? Oh, come on, boo. You still got one more chance. You got, power hour. One more chance. One more. 1561 on the VIX. No clarity in the market. This is the most insane market. Sideways, crazy fucking price action, I'm telling you. Crazy fucking price action. 1562. And now a little bit of a rejection there at the 1562. Very interesting here on the VIX. This is choppy, guys. Very choppy. So pretty much this is going to be like dog shit water price action go throughout the day. So it's a good thing / bad thing. No real movements going into today here. So it's neither here, neither there. Just be very careful out there, folks. All right, Ondas doing the thing. ONDS, what's happening here? Ondas doing the thing. Get everybody rolling up here. Ondas doing the thing. Russell coming down. Futures going up, but Bitcoin's going down. MSOS, 10% on the day. Yippee yay, yay, mother. Ondas, 834. Oh shit. 834. 834. Did it actually hit my target? Yeah, because we actually had a parallel channel. That's what it was. There it is. Support. Top trend line break. And now the break out of this top trend line. Yep, I think, yeah, huh? That's what we were looking at before. Yeah, the top end trend, rejection. Okay, yep, now I see it. So the next one's 907. 913, 907. Yippee, yeah. Ooh, I didn't even, oh my God, if I actually have my chart up. Look at that beautiful bounce here. Yeah. Look at that beautiful bounce here at the 730 here. I didn't even have my chart up, and I didn't even take that advantage of that. Bottom. It's already up 15%, and it was a clean bounce. Look at that beautiful bounce there. Boom, 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 boom. Look at that. Boom. APLD. I think we can still come back here. 753. I'm counting on the entire market to crash. Just APLD. Uh-oh, Bitcoin. 87.8. Oh no. No. Oh God. APLD. Guys, I could care less about shit going up. Honestly, I really could give two flying shits about things exploding. I want to see knives. I want to see crashes. Why didn't we talk about APLD down here at 22.30? Why are we talking? There's nothing I can do at APLD at $11% here. Why didn't we talk about APLD at 22.30? Looking at key support areas, guys. We got to work on buying shit at support. I don't give a shit what the fuck is running. I give a shit about where was things at support. Did we buy at support? Did some people buy at support? I just don't like looking at tickers when it's up. I like tickers when it's knifed to the ground. Like, I'm already pissed that I didn't buy here because I just realized that it's at a key support area back in December 17th here. I was too busy. What were we doing over here? I don't know, dicking around. I just caught this literally just now, obviously. So now rejecting here. So I know my dumbass, when this sells off, if it does, I know that the next possible bounce here is going to be right there at that 756. All right, 756. Because we have 1 rejection, 2 rejection, 3 and 4 possible. All right, we should have bought at support. We should be talking about, hey, APLD is at a key area of support. Let's jump in. Not financial advice. Oh yeah, you're right. Damn, it actually touched the 236 multiple times. Why? Because that found support. You broke down. You back tested it, and you broke out. You failed it. You came back in the 236. All right, and you back tested it. Well, look at that wick right there. Boom, she flashed off. And now we come back to the 236, which was a previous support resistance level, and boom, did people buy here? Maybe. I wanted to see APLD 22.30. Guys, come on. We got to work on screaming shit at support, not when it's running. FOMO doesn't turn me on. FOMO doesn't do anything for anybody because that's FOMO. That's how you get clapped. Clapped. That's where retail gets fucking clapped. You got to buy with courage. Yeah, what the fuck? Here we go. So look at that. All right, bullish. You got a reaction candle, real body with long wicks here. Look at that perfect harmonic placement here. That's where it was going to reverse potentially. So that's what we look for, terminal candles. For Nike specifically, this is a very, very strong company that even I would consider, you know what, even I would fucking consider buying here, bro. Nike is fucking bullish. Even I would fucking consider buying here. Shit. Nike is fucking bullish here. Even I would consider buying Nike here. Shit. No forward guidance. No forward guidance, Nike. Shit. You got me interested here now, Nike. See, this is a good ticker. See, I like this ticker a lot. See, this is a good ticker. And it's at my harmonic here. There's absolutely nothing bad about Nike. I absolutely love this company. It is a very fucking strong company. It sold off because of some fucking guidance report. Get the fuck out of here. Some stupid ass, some retarded reasoning. No fucking guidance. But I do like Nike a lot. That's a spinning top here. So from a risk reward, this is actually a good company. See, I can sort of dabble here. I can dabble. Maybe I can get the breakout back test at the 59.66 here. If it comes and back test at 59.66, get some candles rolling up there, then I'll consider position. Wouldn't mind that. All right, let's take a look at Nike. Here we go. Coming into that 59.66. Good find, by the way. Very, very good find. See, this is what I like. This is what I like to see. Nike. See, this is a strong company. If the market crashes, this is a very good company. I know for damn well this thing is not going to collapse on me. 88 billion, bro. 88 billion. Okay, here we go. Oh, stop it. Just stop it. Get some help. That's a good candle. That's a terminal candle you want to see here. That's a good candle. Come on, back test it. Come on, back test it. Man, I wouldn't mind getting in some fucking Nike. I would not mind getting in some Nike, actually. A Nike, absolutely, yes. I will absolutely hold Nike. Oh, Doji. It's fucking Nike, bro. It's absolutely Nike. Yeah, this is a good buy. Not financial advice. Let me see. See, yeah, Nike's Nike, bro. Nike is Nike. I'm gonna dabble on some Nike. See, that's the alpha I want. That is alpha right there, man. That's alpha. I want to see if we can backtest that breakout at the 0.65, 59.66. Because if you know, we had rejection, we break out, but we never backtested that 59.66. Oh, I'm lagging here, folks. Let's see if we get that golden pocket opportunity. All right, here we go. I'm gonna get my money ready on Nike. I'm gonna get my money ready on Nike. If it wants to go cheaper, I mean, I don't mind. Seriously, I do not mind it coming down even more. I really do not mind it coming down. Give me Nike for cheaper. I really don't mind here. Okay. I don't mind it. I really don't, Nike. If you want to come back here, come on. Let me use my magnet. Let me see if it's going to work here. I do not mind Nike selling off here. Fuck. Alright, fine. It does want to reverse. One more candle. Oh, yeah. Come on. Bring it down. Yes. No. No, 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 no. Yes, yes. Come on, come on. Bring it down, baby. Bring it. Yes. This is a good find. Very, very good find. Come on, please reject it. Please. Please reject. Oh my God. Yes. Yes. Thank you, market makers. Thank you. Oh, thank the Lord. Come on. Bring it down. Bring it. Bring it, bring it, bring it. Phone's going crazy. Phone's going nuts. Hammer at the impulse here. Hammer at the impulse. LW, give me a sec. Am I still live? That's the spinning on the 5. $38 million in volume. Holy shit. That's massive. Ondas absolutely running today. Ondas absolutely running today. They absolutely clapped this thing. Back at that 382. So the 382 is now essentially much lower. It's right there. So 65.40. That's a reversal candle there. Let's see if it holds. I'm lagging, guys. I have no idea why, but I'm lagging. No idea why I'm lagging. Give me 1 second. What's the mode on this? Shares float. What's the beta? Oh, it's decent. Something crazy. Lower trend. That carries support. 1, 2, 3 resistance, up and then gapped. Very nice to see here. I 100% want Nike. There it is. So it wants to keep going down. Bingo. Sorry. So it wants to come back. It wants to really come back at that resistance line. All right, there it is. 59.39, and it's also going to align with your bearish zone here, and create divergences on the 5. Test that center line on the 5. Excuse me. Also, center line touch on the 15, 30 minute. Ooh. Ooh. Oh my days. I just peeped that on the oh no. Oh no, this is a buy. Oh no, yeah. No. This is a buy. Yeah, this is a buy. 12. Yup. Daily. I mean, it can still collapse. It can still absolutely get clapped, but no. Yeah, this is a buy. Yeah, I'm not even gonna think about it. Yep, this is a good one. Oh yeah, this is a good one. Oh yeah, very, very good one. This is a very, very good one here. Let's see what happens here on the 5. Upward trend. Now you're testing that center line. So it's all about this center touch at the 59.41. All about that 5-minute center line here on the RSI. Let's see if she wants to respect this. If she wants to respect it here. Test that breakout. All right. Let's see if it holds. 5-minute testing that center line. Breaking below it. I wouldn't mind it getting it cheaper, to be honest with you. That's okay. Would not mind it at all. Here we go. Okay, that's a clean, that's a powerful candle. Is that what's happening in the market? Let me see. On this 10% here. On this 10%. That's a bullish bell hold here on Nike. That is a powerful structure here. Powerful. One second. Still, I guess it wants to go deeper. Deeper, jeepers creepers. On this, absolutely running it. Yes. Okay, Nike. I don't mind that. We good. I don't mind that at all. Breaking below the center. 38 minutes to print this candle here. And see if we backtest that center. Hold up, guys. I'm trying to get on this. I want some of Nike. I want some Nike. I want some fucking Nike. That's what I want. I want Nike. Damn well I want Nike here. I want some fucking Nike. Here we go. That's a good candle. Mean reversion. Deep in there too. Deep one. Oh, doji. Give me a doji at least. Give me a fucking doji. We're deep in I mean, it's mean reversion city over here. Mean reversion city. Are they really gonna send this to the pits of hell? I mean, I don't mind it at all. By all means, go ahead, keep going. By all means, keep going. By all means, keep it running. I do not mind it at all. Keep it coming. Keep it running. That's right. Keep it going. Let's go. All right, so next area of support, 59. Come on. There you go. There you go. Come here, boy. Yes. Yes. Oh, baby. They are abs up. That's terminal. That's terminal. That's terminal. That's terminal, folks. That is a terminal. That is a terminal. Oh, yeah. Let me see the market. Where are we at? Wow, Ondas, 877. Absolutely running it. Absolutely running. APLD is absolutely running it right now. Okay, that's a morning right there on Nike. That's a morning. That's a morning. That's not a bad candle to see here. Just still waiting. Testing that center line as we speak on the 15. Also testing below the center line on the RSI. All right, 5-minute candle. You are printing somewhat of a hammer here. Printing a hammer. Could be a scalp. It looks like a scalp or a double bottom here. Looks like a double bottom here. This doesn't look really bad here. Ooh. 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 Damn, Ondas. Look at you. 13%. 13%. I gotta buy. You gotta go. Oh. 5-minute. Where we at? Hammer on the 5. Nike. Oh shit. That's a long-legged doji printing shorts deep in the bear. Deep in the bear zone. Oh shit. Oh shit. That's a terminal. Shorts bullish. Fuck this shit, I'm out. Fuck this shit, I'm out. There, yeah. Oh boy, this thing was clapped. That's a 5-minute hammer at that impulse. Fuck this. Oh, on this 897 here. Ondas 897. Wow, beautiful. This thing is up only. Fuck this shit, I'm out. Okay. Oh, Nike, baby. Oh, Nike, Nike, Nike. Fuck this shit, I'm out. What do you want to do, Nike? Is it going to do an RSI failure swing? Because that's exactly what it looks like it wants to do here. Fuck this shit, I'm out. Let's go. Sorry guys, I'm not looking at the chat. I'm trying to manage my trade here. Trying to manage some trades. Uno segundo. I'm trying to get some Nike. I'm trying to get some Nike. Anything Nike I want. I want some Nike. I want some fucking Nike, bro. You kidding me? That's a ticker. Looking good here. I like this. I like this a lot. You're retesting. Let's see. Let's see. Come on, Nike. Fight for your life. RSI failure swing. Once you break above that 34.26, that's an RSI failure. Once you break above that trend line, it's off to the races here. RSI failure. You broke into it, you back tested, you got back in, and then you break above that pivot zone at the 34. You got to break above that RSI. Come on. There it is. Boom! Boom! There it is. She's off. Go, 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 go. Boom! Yeah, baby. Yeah. Go, 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 go. Don't stop. Don't stop. There it is. Bingo. Bingo. Target acquired. Target acquired. Bingo. God, I'm fucking good. God, I'm fucking good. I'm fucking good. I'm really fucking good. I'm really fucking good. You're a fucking G, Sammy. You're a fucking G, bitch. You're a fucking G, Sammy. There it goes. RSI failure swings. They're one of the best. One of the best. There you go, Sammy. You a fucking G, bro. You're a goddamn G. You saw that. You took that fucking trade and you ran it, bitch. Fucking God. Oh my God. Ondas. What in the heaven's sake is happening here? What is it? What in the hell is happening here? Ondas absolutely clapped. It is up only, folks. Up only. That is a power move happening right there. Power move. Holy shit. The power of Ondas compels you. The power of Ondas compels you. Nike. I knew, like, once it crossed, so there's something called an RSI failure swing, folks. So if you don't know how that works, I'm going to explain a little brief information on it. All right, you guys, I mean, who's with me? First off, who's paying attention to me? Sorry, Bitcoin reaching golden cross signal. Is it? Let's take a look at Bitcoin. Fuck this shit, I'm out. Fuck this shit, I'm out. Oh, God. Golden cross signal. I feel golden cross failure over here. On the daily? Let me see. Where? Oh, you mean... You talking about this? Is that what you talking about? Talking about that? You talking about that? a reminder. Reminder, folks. Nike sold off because no guidance, but double beat. Keep that in the back of your heads. Fuck this shit, I'm out. Wow, on this. So let's go back to the comment section here. Reaching Golden Cross. The Golden Cross. Yeah, but the only thing is, like, I don't. What do you mean Golden Cross? I see a Death Cross, but that already happened. It already happened. Alright, so I was going to get into the RSI failure swing, folks. Alright, so the RSI failure swing, folks. When price action just continuously sells off and gets deep in the bear zone, there's something called the RSI failure swing, up or down. It could be bear or bull, it doesn't really matter. But once the RSI breaks above the bear line, peeks his head outside, then comes back in, right? That pivot, that head, is your confirmation trend breakout. Okay? The reason why we had this explosive candle, and I said, oh, that's an RSI failure swing, and I took that trade because these are just like really nice percentage, like small gains, but these are really good percentage points, is because there's a rule with RSI failure swings. Deep in the bear zone, you peek your head out, then you come back in. Your confirmation breakout is that pivot zone that initially brought it back into the bear zone. That's why we had that explosive move, the RSI failure swing on the 1 minute. You can catch them on the 5, you can catch them on the 1 hour, you can even, you can catch them at any time frame. But as long as the rule is deep in the bear zone, in this case bear, you poke your head out to the RSI, comes back in, that's your signature. Like, wait a minute, hold up. This is creating what? Divergence. This is creating divergence, and that confirmation pivot line was your breakout confirmation. That's why you had this explosive move here. You had that explosive move. Okay? Divergence. Look at that. Divergence, divergence. This section right here is a reaction and possibly the structure where Nike is going to reverse. All right? There's a lot of contention in this area here. Again, look at your 12-hour, because I just noticed it myself here. The 12-hour, we're deep in the bear zone. Terminal candle off a magnet, off a massive sell-off. Okay? I don't mind catching Nike down here at all, man. I mean, coming back up there, 14%. That's pretty decent. Is it gonna get there? I don't fucking know. I just know that, you know, Nike's a good company. I like Nike, and Nike's a great company, and I'm gonna buy into Nike. I don't give a shit. I like it. I like Nike. I'm not gonna sit there and fucking tell me $87 billion market cap. Get the fuck out of here. This thing is no less than 100 beans. 100 beans. Beautiful RSI failure swing though. That was a good one. All right, let's see what's happening here. Bull over here trying to react. Ondas 924, the Lord of Jesus of all crisis. This thing is up and up only. Bitcoin reaching Golden Cross. Yeah, but when you say Golden Cross, I'm trying to understand. What's the Golden Cross? The Golden Cross is when the 200 converges with the 50 on an upward trend. So the 50 is rolling up, that's the 50. And let's say this is the let's say that's the 200. The 50 converges with the 200, and that's called the Golden Cross. I don't see Golden Cross here. This is called a Death Cross. What time frame are you looking at? You gotta give me specifics here. Fuck this shit, I'm out. Fuck this shit, I'm out. Oh, baby, baby. Do the local. Oh, Fubo. My little Fubo. Look at that, folks. Fubo doesn't want to die. Fubo continuously wants to go where, folks? It wants to break up. It wants to break up. Okay, it wants it. Ooh, divergence here on the 1 minute on Nike. Divergence here on Nike. Bullish divs here. Like I said, this structure is very important. It is actually reacting off of this massive sell-off. So this is where I'm going to see a potential reversal on Nike. Very, very clean. You got Class B bullish divergence. Class B bullish divergence. All right, we're finding a reaction here. So this is where I believe Nike can potentially reverse here. You are scalding on the ADX, okay, on the sell side. On the sell side, so essentially this gives me confidence that this range is where Nike can potentially reverse. And I do like the reaction here. We got a bullish belt hold with a Marabuza opening. You had a nice engulfing candle, bullishness at that. So this area, this zone structure is like, hey, I think we're done selling, okay? Everything here is screaming up. And look at the potential inverted head and shoulders on Nike on the 1 minute. Potential head and shoulders. I mean, head and shoulders, inverted head and shoulders, potentially printing on Nike. So it's a good. It's looking good. It looks decent here. It looks decent. Look at that. All right, let's see if that holds. But it looks good. We gotta hold the structure though. I gotta tell you that. Just gotta hold this line here. Fuck this shit. I'm out. Fuck this shit. I'm out. I do like it. I do like it. I like it. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. Do they pay dividends? That'd be kind of cool if they did, bro. Oh, they do pay dividends. God damn. Shit. Dude, this company. Bruh. Absolutely. Fuck this shit, I'm out. Where is my... Yeah, right. Am I lagging? What is happening right now? Fuck this shit, I'm out. I don't know why that song is in my freaking head. Alright, looks like... Alright, here we go. This is the most important zone right here. Nike. Sorry, the reason why I'm targeting Nike today is because I never catch Nike at a discount. Never. Never, ever, ever. Never do I see Nike at a discount. Never. Oh. All right, let's take a look at the comment section. Bitcoin. All right, what else are we looking at here, folks? It keeps having a reaction here. Oh. All right, inverted potential head and shoulders. Nike. Oh, man, oh, man, oh, man. Wow. Man, oh, man, oh, man. It's fighting. Literally, it is fighting for its life. Is the macro overall selling? No, Russell's up. Everything looks juicy today. Juicy woosy. Juicy woosy. Oh, there it is. Inverted head. It's panning. I gotta turn off the magnet. That's really annoying. I don't know why I'm lagging here, folks. I gotta post this on my Twitter. Look at that. Beautiful. Look at that. Boom, 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 boom. Beautiful inverted head on the RSI. Nike. Beautiful. Beautiful. Let me get people out there. All right, let's take a look at the other small caps. Bitcoin 88,450 here. Russell 251.17. 251.17. Wow, Nike. No. Oh no. Oh, Bitcoin 88.55. 88.55. Fuck this shit, I'm out. I'm getting a lot of notifications here. It's like most people blind get burned chasing price while smart players watch the battlefield. Even better. Grand Condone Tracker. What the hell just messaged me? Exactly. Most people buy blind and get burned chasing price while smart players watch the battlefield. Charters aren't guessing. They're spotting where demand absorbs supply, where support holds, and where resistance. Stack at 76, not 100. Very well said, sir. I don't know who that guy was, but it's a Grand Condone Tracker. Oh shit. Oh my god. Oh shit, guys. Oops. Guys, I gotta go. Uh-oh. Oh no. I already know. Wait, what the hell? Where? Oh shit. Hold up, guys. Hold up. I can't. Oh shit. Oh. Oh, I'm cooked. I'm cooked.
Again. No, but seriously, yeah, I don't know why I didn't enter at 117. I was looking at it. It's set up too. I was like, ah, there it is. For whatever reason, I didn't get in it. So, I haven't done. I did get in a Bitcoin long, so there is that. Looking at Zcash had a nice move up as well. Would like to see it move a little bit higher.
All right, guys, I'm gonna shut the stream down. I'm gonna be on the Wolf Bitcoin.
To its value area high of the range.
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna mute my mic here. Let me mute my mic. I'm on Wolf Bitcoin right now. I forgot the podcast was here.
Somewhere in there. So keeping an eye on that.
I might actually just leave it on.
Yeah. What was it, like a few days ago or something? I did mention Ondo earlier this week. I was keeping an eye on that closely. It was around a major support zone around 45. And I was like, look, it looks like it might break. If it does, next major support's around like 35, somewhere around there. And it got down there, got down to about 36. Still doesn't look the greatest. So, keeping an eye on that. Also, stablecoin dominance, mentioned this the other day. We're at the tippity top of its range, and right now it's catching a rejection. Will it move lower? It looks like it could. So if that happens, higher prices, right?
That
Interesting
current
thing.
daily candle, it looks like it's got some speed behind it. So we'll see if it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It
Yeah.
it caught a pretty swift rejection, so something to keep an eye on. But yeah, I mean, right now, like, if you just go to lower time frames, like look at the 4 hour or something on Bitcoin, and we've come right back to where you would expect it to get rejected. you know, on kind of like this downtrend in this range that we're kind of in. Will it break through it? If it does, then I'm looking up, you know, between, you know, well, Landy did a good job of breaking it down, right? Kind of having the checklist on the way up, like, okay, 90K, if it breaks through 90K, you know, 92, gets over that, look towards the value area high of the range. It can get over that, you know, then we're looking up towards that 99 to like 102 kind of area. Which is what I would really like to see. I'd like to see a move up there. If we can get up there, I'll probably be looking for shorts up there. But yeah, so not too much else. You know, it's like the same stuff for the longest time. It seems like on these spaces, right?
It really is. It's like it continues to be such a trader's market. It's like it does start to feel like, hey guys, we're making so much money. Guess what we're gonna do later today and make so much money. It's like until it stops being such a trader's market. Like how does it change topics unless we call Landy a douchebag? Nothing ever changes. We're just continue making the money.
Old douchebag art.
Douchebag.
What a douchebag. But yeah, no, OTG's right. It's just been a trader's market. It's been a scalper's market. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'm still in the long. I'm gonna keep it open, just because, you know, I think we could see a move at least back to like the point of control of this range, right? So yeah, just gotta keep it open, ride it out. You know, if we catch a rejection here and we go lower, I'd still like to see that 80K area. I had a bunch of orders down around, you know, like 80 to what, 82.5 or something like that. So those orders are still sitting there. I'd like to see those get filled. But
Not until after we hit 100. Just
that might be in the cards because I do like Landy's. The max pain right now looks like it could be up, right? Just leave a bunch of people sidelined. So we'll see. But yeah, I mean, overall, it is what it is. Just still chopping around this range. You know, nothing to write home about.
Yeah.
So
No, all good. Trader's market.
I honestly, if real quick, if the charts do, like, you know, if you're looking at the charts and it's kind of confusing, whatever. Look at the stablecoin dominance. I think that's kind of like the clearest picture of where we're at, right? Like right at the top of the range. Looks like we're catching a rejection. You know, but if it breaks over those previous highs right there, you know, we could be in trouble. So just something to keep an eye on, something that's a bit cleaner and easier to read will help give you an idea of what this market's doing, in my opinion.
Definitely. And also listening to the polls on Twitter and doing the opposite will also probably get you far. Love that take there.
Probably,
Yeah, right?
You're probably right, Kate.
Yeah. Dude, yeah. Nat, let me pass you the mic. How are you? I'd love to get some of your thoughts on the current combo.
Oh wow.
Doing well,
Okay.
guys. I think everyone has a great take. I think my take with regards to BTC, it's not that much different, right? We're all seeing the same thing in the chart with regards to how long it has been ranging. On the weekly, we're literally stuck between two SMAs. We've been stuck here for like 5 weeks. So for me, I'm looking at what happens once we get to that 90K area. Obviously, if we do reject there again, then I think like shorts would be like a no-brainer. However, there is a lot of liquidity as of today.
Liquidity.
That I'm looking at it right now on the screen. It's all the way
That's
up to
like
92 and
the most overused word I've been hearing.
94 and what is this? Sorry guys, I'm looking at it as we speak. 101, right? So in my opinion, in order for us to get there, we do need to tackle that 90K area first, right? That has been like a brick wall for us, right? So if we're able to
Liquidity.
90K, then I think, you know, we'll get to that liquidity that's been sitting on
Liquidity.
the top. It goes all the way up to like 102.
Liquidity.
102, there's some build up all the way up to like 110. But there's a lot of resistance up above, so it's definitely going to take a lot. We need volume, we need strength, we need the bulls to like really step in for us to make it all the way up. So for right now, my first area of interest is that 90K area. See what we do with the weekend coming up and the weekly candle closing. It'll be very interesting to see where that candle closes at for any confirmation to the upside or to the downside. Because to the downside, there's a lot of buildup as well, right? There's some right at 82,000, and there's one slightly above at 83,000. So let's see. I mean, one scenario I'm looking at is maybe a rejection at that 90K and then a sweep of the lows for us to go higher. The other scenario that I'm looking at is if we do close above that 90K range and get to that yearly open and hold there, then we go higher. Right. Two scenarios. Let's see which one plays out. For me, the first order of business right now is that 90K range. Right. We need to see what happens there because we've been rejecting there many times. If we do close above that, then I think we get the liquidity. Liquidity. The lows would be in play, in my opinion. For Aster, we got a nice little bounce. However, it continues to be very weak. Right. Yesterday we broke below that 70 cents. Oh. He got disconnected. Can you hear us now, Kate?
Yeah, I can hear. It was not even disconnected. Switching of phones. It's like a walk of shame.
Every time stuff like that happens, I think of Cade like hearing that music while he's like sleeping and stuff. You know what I mean?
I'm starting to hear it while I sleep.
Nightmares of getting disconnected.
Wait, how do you guys even know that I'm reconnected?
I'll show you liquidity.
Yeah, we have the music.
No.
Yeah.
We hear them.
Right, I'll show you liquidity.
Yeah, I know the notification one, but
It says spaces details unavailable if you're on a PC.
oh
Which,
lord.
by the way, don't be on a PC like I am right
Yes.
now.
Yeah. So with Aster, I think yesterday we kind of really slipped through that 70 cents. We're trying to bounce above it now. But the volume isn't as strong as we'd like it to be, right? We need some strength here in order for us to like reclaim the areas above. Because remember, once we slip through support, it now becomes resistance. So now we've got a lot of resistance up ahead that we need to break above in order for continuation higher. As I said yesterday, we're getting closer and closer to my 40-cent range, right? So let's see what we do.
I don't think you're gonna get it now. I think we're going back to like 90 cents to $1.
Yeah, but even then, like how if
You're not gonna get it. You're not gonna get it.
Oh yeah.
We're going.
Oh, yeah?
We're going like 69, 70 cents, and then we're sending it to $1.
And then once we get to $1, what happens? Back down, right?
Then we'll go to 40. Then we'll go to 40 more.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So either way, I think whether it's we get to it with now or we get to it after we retest the dollar, but I think with everything that we've been seeing and how weak it has been and how it's been slipping through these support levels, I think 40 or close to it is in the cards. I mean, I could be wrong. You want to make a bet, bitch?
Nah, I don't bet, man. This is business for me. I take it very seriously.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
I believe it. Yeah, I believe it. I appreciate you, Vince. So that's what I have for the crypto side. So for the stock side, very interesting. Yesterday, we were on the space, and I was saying there's a potential that for Nike to go lower, especially if they do miss. They did not miss, but they guided down, right? The sales in China are a little weaker than expected, and also, that big tariff issues. They missed Under Armour, right? We're seeing a lot of these apparels having issues with tariffs, which is not surprising. We all knew this. We've been talking about it for some time. So one thing that I did mention yesterday was I wanted to hedge with some puts to kind of protect myself for some downside, because overall, long term, I think Nike would be okay, but kind of to profit off, the short-term volatility. I went ahead and did exactly that, right? I entered some puts and reprinted nicely overnight. So it was nice to wake up to some nice gains like that.
Why don't
that $60 range, which is now some serious resistance. So let's see how it plays out. I did went ahead and take some profit. I took a lot of profit from that.
long-legged doji on the daily?
In case we do try to retest that.
Ooh.
I think long term companies like Nike or will be okay once
Ooh.
we get the the tariff issue kind of resolved, or if the Supreme Court does come in and rule in favor
Ooh.
of these companies or rule against
I don't
the
care.
tariffs that are
I
in place.
got.
I think Nike, Lulu, and Under Armour will benefit greatly from this. However, right, with leaps, the advantage that you have when you have leaps is that it gives you enough time to get out of the position in case it does not go your way, right? But for Nike, we're still in the green on that because we got in we bought leaps pretty early on, close to the 52-week low, and we were able to head with some shorts yesterday into this morning, so the profit, really nice play there. The other thing I was able to scout this morning was snow. Snow was a very big runner for me earlier this year as well. We printed hard on snow, which was interesting because I remember just being in the hospital and getting the notification from my Robinhood account with regards to my snow position. It's like, oh, this is fantastic. So we went ahead and left in profit. But for today, when it hit 218, I kind of bought in a call. I just got some calls there to like the 221 range, so we were able to get a nice little 30% bounce from that, and I figured, you know what, with the way the weekly is looking, I'm not comfortable holding that too long because it looks like we are about to revisit some lows here. But it was a nice scalp, right? 30%, anywhere between 30% and 40% when you're scalping in the stock market. For me, it's a win. And then Alibaba, what is the last thing I'm looking at for the stock market? It's bouncing nicely here, but if we look at the weekly, it does not look the best. For me, I needed to close above 152, 153 here in order for continuation. Otherwise, 140s, 130s could be in play. But let's see how that plays out. I mean, with Alibaba has also been a massive printer for us throughout the year. So if we do go lower, I welcome it. It'll give me an opportunity to, reposition myself, DCA, and readjust my beats, which is completely fine. We've been doing that for the last 2 years on Alibaba, and this year turned out to be very, very profitable. With regards to the macro side, yeah, we've been talking about this for weeks now with the BOJ, and they finally did it. They raised rates. I mentioned a few spaces ago that if they raise on the lower end, that 25 BPS, a lot of it will probably already be priced in, and there will be no movement or no reaction, just like how we saw in January. And the same thing happened. They raised rates by 25 basis points. The market already priced that in, no reaction. Here we are. So I mean, interesting week so far. Now, my eye as of right now is on that BTC weekly close. Let's see how it closes. Thanks for having me, Kate.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And yeah, the week candle was one of the things I was thinking about keeping track of, and maybe getting some predictions from everybody each week. But no, love that take there. Clean sweep across the board for anyone who was wondering what's going across literally every single market. That is deeply tapped into everything. So appreciate that as always. And by the way, guys, if you haven't already, please do take a second and repost the space if you're enjoying it, and definitely follow the speakers up here. I know also what's the word I'm looking for? Not co-hosting. Ostium was supposed to be coming through and co-hosting. They might be coming through here still, but I do want to say a big shout out to Ostium for sponsoring the show as always. Long-term partners here at Wolf, the only place to trade crypto like Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, Hype, indices like the SP 500, NASDAQ, and also a growing number of stocks, crypto stocks even, like MSTR, BMNR. They also got things like on-chain gold and silver that a lot of people are trading. All that is in one spot, up to 100x leverage as well on Ostium if you're looking for a place to trade, in addition to being surrounded by the legends in the space. Definitely check them out at ostium.com and start trading. I pinned that link at the top of the space. Be sure to use code WOLFB and trade with us over at Ostium. Lady Trader, let me turn the mic over to you and get some of your thoughts on everything going on. We'd love to see what you're seeing in the market, any trades you've been in. How are you?
Hey, thank you so much for having me. We are absolutely crushing it, Bix, and
She's a
myself,
decent
we've
one.
been doing a lot of
I
live
like her.
streams. We actually did also switch over to X, so we will be doing some live streams on X as well, and just kind of live trading with the
She's
community
very.
and expanding it a little bit more.
She has a
And
lot
then
of
still
ego.
being
You
in
can
Telegram,
hear
of
it, but
course,
she's
most of
really
the
good.
activities probably
I
gonna
like
still
her.
take place in the Telegram. but we
She's
are
really good.
also kind of expanding that.
It is what
out
it
a little
is in the
bit.
trading
and so that's
space.
been going really, really well. We pretty much we've caught quite a few live trades actually the last few days, and it's been phenomenal. We already have a pretty high win rate, so we whenever we are
That's
sharing
not
these
something you
setups,
want to
doing
say.
those, we are taking those trades live.
That's not something you want to
or
say.
We are basically just providing some analysis on what we will be doing and then taking those trades later on. I was in Solana trades just because it was at the extremes, of course, all of the
Who's that outlier here?
setups yesterday, so BTC, ETH,
Who's
Solana,
that outlier?
they had all of them had beautiful setups. The
Uh,
only reason why
uh-oh.
I just took Solana was because it was at the extreme levels that we were watching, and we basically drew, like prior to that, like days prior to the setup that happened, and provided the information on exactly how we anticipate that to play out. And if it was to play out exactly how we mentioned it would, then we were gonna go long, and that's exactly what ended up happening yesterday.
Shit.
So I did end up taking my trade. My entry was around $118. I did take my profits still around.
This looks like a
126.
good zone.
I'm okay with that.
This looks like a
because
good
my
zone.
markets
Let's
are
see.
still- longs are not my favorite right now, just because overall bias is short. However, I do see it going higher. If it does break 130, then it will give me like a bit of more of a bullish bias, and then I'm gonna be looking to re-enter long positions on that one. Bitcoin, I'm watching to see if it would go up to 90K and stay above that today or over the weekend. I was a little bit disappointed though, because I was hoping if we were to see, if this was the bullish bias that we were switching over to, then I would have preferred to see a much bigger move over Friday, especially given how we performed during Asian session. It was absolutely phenomenal, and then going into London session as well, which was okay, and then it's just a little bit disappointed with the price action after that, because I was definitely anticipating a bit bigger moves, especially if we are switching over to the bullish bias. We did not see that one, and so I'm definitely watching the charts very carefully right now. Happy that I've taken my profits on Solana, but I will definitely
Head and shoulders are inverted.
Based on
Where we at?
What patterns are there, what confirmations are there for us. Ideally, like I said, I wanted to cross that barriers that we have, 90K on Bitcoin and then 130 on Solana.
What's it gonna be, Nike?
A better confirmation for long entries. But community has also been crushing it. They are,
of course.
we are all getting pretty comfortable with shorts, right, at this point. And
of
so
course.
Every time
everybody crushes it.
A lot of people are shorting, and then
everybody crushes it. Everybody.
When there are confirmations present. But I think we are like, we keep hitting.
No one takes losses.
Level, like this is the level where the price has been rejecting all these days. At some point, it's gonna have to break through if we keep.
Ooh.
And then also, when you look at just the history of Bitcoin and how the yearly candles have been closing, you technically want the yearly candle to close above that 93.3, which is the yearly open, and so you want the to close green. Of course, it doesn't.
55 seconds.
It doesn't have to happen. But that's of course
oh shit!
Historical data has been telling
inverted
us
that,
head. We've seen very consistent 3 green years and 1 red year.
It wants it.
Now,
Yup.
This time it's actually gonna be a pretty ugly pattern.
Yup. What did I say? This area is important. But we gotta hold it. We gotta break above 59.49. You break above 59.49, that's you're done. Nike up. Nike up, but
every 4 year you're gonna get a bottom for Bitcoin every 4 year. Those things are not going anywhere. Of course, you can now be happy.
Yes.
Oh, I was right. There's the 4 year cycles, as we know it, are changing.
Let's go.
It's actually
hold it, bitch.
Changes. It only because you were a
hold it
person, right? And so when you are a permeable and you see that red yearly candle, that's nothing to celebrate about. It only reinforces the 4 year cycle to me more than anything else. So we'll see how the yearly candle closes. Also, at the end of the year, you usually have some sort of a rally, like some sort of a Santa Claus rally. So I'm also watching for that. Of course, that could happen really the last 5 days of the market. So that's going to be pretty important. And it's also like going into the next year. So it could be be like the last week of December and then the first week of January. That's going to be pretty interesting. I do need to refresh my memory. I was taught something very interesting, and maybe one of you already know what I'm talking about. But there is something about how January goes is how like the year goes, and so this is gonna be also very interesting, especially for the equities market and everything else. So I'm watching there, and then also for the currency markets are gonna be great. Net, whenever she talks about stock market, it makes me super happy because those of us who come from the TradFi, we are very happy.
What does the TradFi world?
We are up 40%, we are happy. If we are up 50%, that's great. We are not looking to get 1,000%. I did end up getting a little over 400% on my Solana trade, so I'm super happy about that.
Talking about the
But,
gains.
being consistent with taking profits, that's the most important thing right now in the current market. So yeah, that's my take. We will have FOMO Friday, by the way, today, and it will be a live stream, so I'm excited for that. And anyone from the Wolf panel, you guys are also welcome to join. Thank you.
Lady Trader, with regard to that end of year rally, that Christmas rally, red is also a Christmas color.
Very true. Very true.
It's always green.
Yeah, I'm with you, Lisa. Come on. I mean, we can't let these two propaganda us into a red end of year. Can't let this happen, Lisa. Not on my watch. No, I love that. Love that take there, and appreciate the perspective, Lady Trader. And big wins. Yeah, big wins in those trades. Landy, I see your hand, so we'll go over to you, and then I'll head over to Sammy.
Yeah, I just wanted to jump in here because I have to jump to a different event real quick. But I wanted to point out that one of the reasons why any kind of swing long positions, outside of like being net long, like opening a long against the short side, which is what I have done. I haven't really filled that out since we got a swing down below the monthly close at 82.5. That was the last piece that I kind of added on the long side. Hasn't been attractive, and one of the main reasons why is because long pay short in this market has just been beautiful. So for those of us that have been in longs or in short positions since the highs, I've been just squatting on those positions. There's no reason, obviously taking profit at logical levels, but there's been absolutely zero reason to let those positions go.
I want to be the very best like no one has ever been. I will travel the market searching far. Why don't you teach me and I teach you stock market? That's funny.
It really doesn't change too much. With price hanging on the lows like this and consolidating on the lows, something has to pop soon. So I would definitely pay attention to open interest if you're looking at like the majors.
Oh, you saw that? You saw that?
And then pay attention to how the funding market is going. And not just on the lower term time frames, unless you're scalping.
We got two boogeymans.
Swing position.
Potential head and shoulder or inverted head on the right shoulder. Let's see.
Funding.
We got two boogeymans here. We got to break.
I just wanted to kind of give that little piece of information.
We got to break that trend line.
Say thank you again, and I'll probably see you pretty soon.
Yeah, man, 100%. I appreciate it. And guys, if you're not already following Landy, definitely be sure to give him a follow. He is solid in literally like 35 different topical spaces. If you're looking for solid spaces speakers, and you can get him. I know he's a busy dude, but if you can get him, he's definitely a great speaker. So I appreciate it, Landy. Mr. Sammy, saw you joined up a little bit ago, dropping some charts and stuff. So curious what kind of things you're seeing in the markets. How are you?
Good morning, good morning. Good to see you guys again. It's been, what, a week? Maybe a couple days, but I just post charts every single freaking day. I'm like literally just hammering the charts. So, getting straight into it. You guys know I love my slideshows. So everything's in the purple pill, but if you guys look at the first image here I posted, we got a nasty bearish trend line on Bitcoin on the 1 hour. And then I'm actually streaming as we speak right now on my YouTube channel. But anyway, we have not yet breaking real body candles above that bearish trend line. Everything is still in the bear side. Now look at image number 2, guys, on the daily. What is it? Where are we having troubles with? If Bitcoin were to technically break out right now to the upside, where is your boogeyman? I drew green boxes so that way the regular Joe can understand structure, where we can potentially reject or continue. But we have to break that 50 SMA on the daily. From the previous last cycle, I should say the last downward momentum, we on February 21st, around that range, 2025, we rejected the 50 SMA. Again, another candle, October 27, 2025, we rejected the 50 SMA. So again, where are we going to have a problem? Or essentially, where do we want to break trend? Well, 50 SMA is obviously your boogeyman, long term. So sure, Bitcoin can absolutely come up here and just break the trend. But at the end of the day, it's the 50 SMA where you got to watch out. Forget everything else. Now, on the daily as well, we're printing a bullish belt hold candle. Now, the bullish belt hold has to hold above where the EMA line is. So let me go ahead and turn that on. So the bullish belt has to close above the 10 daily EMA 88,230. If it breaks above the 88,230, or I should say close, real body candles close, that bullish belt hold will give me odds in favor that tomorrow we're going to have a continuation run. Anything below the 10 daily EMA, which has been acting as a prior resistance, the trend is still intact, a little bit bearish. Odds are that we're not going to see any more continuation. Plus, we have that bearish trend line that we have to break above. So 2 confluences to the downside continuation. All this is fluff, but we are seeing a bullish belt. Now, typically on bullish belt candles, you want to see Marabuza openings. Obviously, with the opening of this bull, we didn't have. We had a small little wick. So I'm going to call it bullish belt because it goes against the prevailing trend, which has been down. But we had a nice little wick to the downside once we opened, but it wasn't a full opening body, a closing body off that opening on the Marabuza. So it's a bullish belt, but we have to hold 88,163. Otherwise, the odds are we're still going to see a little bit more of a bearish momentum. Moving on to the other image. If you look at the daily RSI, I respect the RSI. At no point did we ever break that daily RSI center line. If you guys know, I'm an advocate for the RSI because it's your guidance system. It tells you, hey, what's the strength of the trend? What's the strength of the market? What's the strength of this candle structure? Whatever asset you're trading. Did we ever break the center line? No. So I would also that center line would in line with that. It's more of a continuation confirmation that you want to see the RSI break above or below. But if you break and reject, if you reject that center line, guys, who cares if Bitcoin continues up? You got 2 boogeymans on. You got that center line and you got the 50 SMA. So that's your guidance system, okay? I'm not trading in this range right now because it's all wishy-washy. I'm more of a swing trader. So when I see key resistance area, support or resistance, I'm taking a trade. Right now, this can technically go anywhere, up or down. But that bullish belt hold, again, I already have at least a target how I'm going to manage this trade. If it does break out, cool. I'm not entering nothing until it hits that 50 SMA. Okay, again, to the downside, if it breaks below, obviously key levels of support, roughly around 84,692. I'm looking around 82,000. I do have a harmonic there at 82,000-ish, which also aligns with the potential. I did call out, at least a head and shoulders a couple weeks ago, and thus it's panning out very nicely. Also, I believe Lisa called out a bearish pendant as well. So everything, we all cross our P's and Q's. I wasn't looking up. I was always looking down, and thus look where we are right now. We're trading at 87,891. Again, everybody's talking about that weekly, the weekly 100 SMA. Yeah, that's deadly. That's absolutely deadly. That 100 SMA is deadly because if you look at the candle structure back on the weekly time frame, May 2nd of 2022, once we close real body candles below the 100 SMA, it was at 35,981. That candle, the next week, it completely collapsed to the downside. That bearish momentum to the downside, the peak low was roughly 58% to the downside. It's all about that 100 SMA on the weekly. You break below that on average, if we have to take a look at price action history, 57 is the sweet spot, okay? So obviously we're all seeing it. We're crossing our P's and Q's. Great, but it's all about 3 things right now. 100 SMA, reject. Okay, short the hell out of it. Bullish belt hold, get above the 10 daily EMA 88,136. Confluence to the upside, stand strong. Break below a key area of support 84,642 roughly. Confluence to the downside, stand strong. RSI center line, you reject. Confluence to the downside, continuation. There's a lot of things to look forward to. Up or down, short, upside, calls. Short to the downside if you need to, but be very careful. I wouldn't trade it in this range. It's too fluffy for me. But I'm just going to wait, sit on my hands, probably wait for that 50 SMA if we close above that 10 daily. If not, I'm still looking at 82,000 at my harmonic structure. And yeah, it's been great. I mean, I'm charting every single day. So you guys see me. In terms of equities, I do want to turn. It's funny that you reminded me. The reason why I came late is because Nike absolutely got collapsed. I think it sold off for 12%. And that's why I came a little late, because I was observing where Nike might actually reverse in, and so far I do have a harmonic, at least a sharp completion and a terminal candle on the daily. That terminal candle is a great candle for potential reversal. That means the bull, after the bears flush the I don't want to say, all right, I'm gonna say flush the shit out of Nike, bulls are stepping in, and that's a clean terminal candle I love to see. So in terms of trade, that's why I came late. I just had I can't, you never find Nike at a discount. It's very rare to find Nike at a discount. I had to get in, so I'm just managing this trade right now. But overall, equities are looking good. Nike's looking good. And yeah, thank you so much for having me in.
Love it. And I was going to say, I don't think Naz in here anymore, but it's too bad she missed the Nike poll or the Nike plug. I mean, she's been waiting for that all year for someone to jump in and talk about Nike. Sarah, are you looking at any altcoins as well?
I was on Not Too Easy space. They were talking about Asher. I was there. Joe Carousel was on there. Not Too Easy was there. There was like 1,000 people, 800 people there. So I was looking at Asher, to be honest with you. And let me pull it up right now as we speak. So on Asher, let me double check if this is the right coin, because you know how it is. So I said I don't know why Asher is doing what it's doing. But there was a gentleman there that was on space and say, I don't know why I keep getting clapped. I keep buying into Asher and I keep selling off. Well, I told the gentleman, hey, look, on the daily, look at Asher on the daily. I'm a knife catcher. That's my niche. I love catching knives. So I know how these things go. When everything goes down, I love catching knives. So when I look at Asher, this is my wheelhouse. At what point did we ever break above the 5 daily EMA? Never. Did price action touch the 5 daily EMA after it rejected it completely at that pivotal top around November 21st of 2025? After that, your 5, 10, and 20 daily EMA was your absolute monster. Did we break above the 5 and 10? 10 is technically the medium point. But no, we never broke above the 5 or 10. We tried, but we failed. So when we're looking at Asher right now, I do want to get in Asher because everybody keeps talking about it. Two things to know. You are printing a bullish engulfing right now, but we barely touched the 5 daily EMA, 7517. Okay, once it touches that, you're going to get a rejection. Clean, always. Algorithm's going to kick in. Boom, sell-off happens. Now find your happy candles, whatever they might be. For me to get involved in for Asher, I'm going to wait for the 5 and 10 daily EMA, because once you touch the 10 daily EMA, you're going to get the trick. You're going to get the algos. They're going to sell off. Boom, now find your happy candles. Are you going to find another continuation to the upside? Could be bullish harami, bullish engulfing, inverted head and shoulders, whatever have you. But your monster, your boogeyman, is breaking structure. How are you going to break structure? Getting above all the EMAs. Right now, they're all acting as resistance. But I do love what I see on Asher. You got almost, it looks like an inverted head and shoulders in the bear side. Look at the left shoulder on the daily on the RSI. Left shoulder printed. Head is printing on the bear side. Can we get some sort of divergence coming back into the bear zone and then create a divergence and potentially an RSI failure swing? Because that's how I trade Nike today. There was an RSI failure swing on the 1 minute. You can catch that. There's evidence on my YouTube. I'm actually live right now. But anyway, it's all about what is your patience. It's all about patience. When you see these knives, you have to wait for confirmation. And most of the time, price likes to find the mean reversion. Okay, but if you don't find the mean reversion, use your EMAs. Algos work off of EMAs. I promise you that. So work off EMAs. If you can't wait, if you cannot sit on your hands, don't trade. But if you're going to take a trade, especially falling knives, wait for the EMAs to give you confirmation. /confluence if you know how to do if you're a candle trader. So yeah, I'm looking at Asher. I'm going to sit on my hands for this. So what? There's a bullish engulfing. Never touch the 5 daily EMA until it touch that 5, 10, and 20. I'll look into Asher.
All right, everyone, you got all that? Is everyone good to go? Steve, Nice. I'm trying to get Scalpion up here. I don't know if they're connected. I just saw he was tweeting back and forth with Bits and God, what's his name? Why is it completely Ash. I thought you saw he was tweeting with him a little bit, going back and forth on the timeline. So I was gonna try and bring him up. I don't see him anymore. Bits, do you see him? Scalping? He's like a Scorpion PFP.
Nah, I don't see him.
Dang. Spaces things. He was up here for a minute, and then it starts to do like a weird blue connecting thing. No, interesting. I'd actually be curious to get some of people's thoughts on a couple of these, like, what do you call these? Contests is probably the best way to put it, but specific tickers of the week, maybe that we're thinking maybe more volatile than others over the next, maybe just like over the weekend, actually, since it's Friday, like going into the weekend, specific tickers you guys are gonna be paying attention to. They can be little ones that we don't know anything about, like OTG's list. They could be bigger ones, everyone's biggest love, like Biswell's favorite tickers, like Solana and things like that. Whatever it is you think maybe the most volatile or things to watch. Lisa, I know you've been scouring the charts over the last hour probably or so, trying to find some interesting charts to trade for scalping. But anything comes to mind, Lisa, on things going into the weekend? Any specific tickers? Sorry, I guess. Lisa, are you good? All right, I'll come back. I'm not sure what's going on over there.
Blink twice if you need help, Lisa.
I think Lisa might need help.
She'll probably recover.
Right now, sorry. Give me a minute.
Wow, she must have really gotten a solid trade there. And OTG, if you're there, we'd love to pass you to the mic. Same question. Any specific tickers you're looking at going into the weekend that you're looking at counting on some volatility? I should have known. Anytime I go to OTG for a second take, he's in the middle of the trade. He's never able to take the question. All good. Lady Trader, I know you were also live, going through some of the charts with Bits. I'm sure you're seeing a lot of things on the charts, but anything you either missed on those streams that you're looking to get a second stab at, or going into the weekend, any specific things you're looking at that may be of interest?
Yeah, so for just basically going into the weekend, I'll definitely be looking to see if Solana does cross that, $130 mark. I will be looking for it to potentially retest maybe around 118 to 190 or 118 to 120 level to see if we could get a nice little trade there. I don't know if it's going to happen because usually over the weekend, whenever the price runs, it just runs. One thing that was very interesting this morning during the New York session was when we did start the session, there was a nice green candle that basically it did not last for too long, right? We kind of retraced off of that, but there are a lot of stops that are likely sitting below that green candle. So I'm thinking that market is probably going to take those stops out before it goes up. I am also watching 85K level on Bitcoin for a potential retest, anywhere from 85 to 86K, and see if we can actually come back here and then maybe give us a nice bullish setup. To be honest, like I said, I was anticipating a much bigger move, especially off of Solana. I mean, it did give us a good move. Can't be too greedy, but I was hoping for a lot bigger move, like above 130 by the start of New York session, and so that hasn't happened yet. But I'm just watching the charts right now to see if there's any potential setups, maybe a short position, a short setup. But there are a lot of EMAs that are acting as support right now, and so I'm just being cautious, especially on the smaller time frame. I do have FOMO Friday here coming up in about next 45 minutes. It's going to be a stream today, so any speakers that we do get, they will be able to share their charts, because a lot of times we're talking about so many things. We're talking about historical data, we're talking about chart setups, we're talking about what we anticipate going into the next week and over the weekend, but we are just looking at our own charts and then we are speaking. But for the crowd, they don't have a context sometimes of what we are exactly talking about. They have to kind of run and draw their levels and do all of that. So what we are going to do is basically show our charts live and kind of go over it and just talk about what we are looking into. But yeah, I think once we do get into a nice bullish trend here. I think there's going to be so many plays every single day, whether it's meme coins, using bits of wealth method. I think we are absolutely going to print, especially on some of these small caps. So I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, whether we're trying to catch falling knives or chase some momentums back up, there are quite literally plays in every sector. And especially with these traders, a lot of if you're not already following these traders, it's a big mistake, by the way, if you're in the space, but a lot of these traders are in the stock world as well as the crypto world. They're trading all things. They're trading the shitters even sometimes. But yeah, no, solid stuff there. Appreciate that takeaway, trader. Steve, I want to come over to you. I haven't heard from you in a little bit. Get some thoughts over from you. Any specific things you're eyeing in the market? Any particular tickers going into the weekend?
You've had enough time, Steve. Come on.
Steve,
He's
man,
Canadian. He needs a little more time. He's Canadian, so it's gonna take him a minute.
Oh, I had one. Maybe I'll say one thing about the BOJ rate hike. We expecting another rate hike in like another 6 months, like next July maybe. Like I think we're going to have a rate hike like every 6 months. Because Ueda mentioned that he's going to continue hiking rates. Yeah. But this time it was priced in.
We'll long the next one as well. Hey, that XPL trade has moved really nicely. That's why I'm telling you guys, if you go look at XPL, I've already taken profit on it, a significant profit, and it keeps going. It's pretty much a risk-free trade at this point, but it moved. It moved off those lows.
Yo, Bits, take a look at BNB. Awesome. Like, I was just looking at it. It's like holding weekly support. It like came right down to it. Like, it's crazy. Yeah. Anyway, the daily does look like, it's building up. We might have a follow through. So anyway, that's one I'm paying attention to.
Yeah, I think we're due for higher. I mean, and it's so weird because I'm normally I'm on the bearish side, I think, historically, but the last week, 2 weeks, I've probably been playing mostly long trades. Lady Trader can vouch for that, but I've been kind of...
You can't short here, right?
Exactly, that's my problem. You can't really...
That hit a good short the other day on the rejection of 90K.
Yeah.
Like quick money, good short, scalp. But yeah, you really can't, especially if you're looking for swings.
Yes.
You really can't be shorting here. It just makes more sense.
These high time frame levels. I mean, this is why I like that high time frame method. Is these are the levels that the big money guys are watching. When they're pulling up their charts, they're marking out these big high time frame weekly levels, and this is where they deploy capital. So it's like, man, I don't know, it just feels like a suicide mission to be going short at these levels, other than just scalps and day trades. Like, if you're doing scalps and day trades, you can take those in both directions. But I mean, I'd argue that above a daily time frame, it's probably not in your interest to be looking to get short at these levels. I mean, that time has passed.
I agree with it.
Yeah, it's tough here.
Yeah, even on like hourly chart, if you look at Bitcoin, right? Previously, what has happened, when we talk about this 90K rejection, price has, like, at least the last few times, price hit that level and then quickly rejected, hit that level, quickly rejected. We are actually consolidating for almost 7 to 8 hours at these levels right now. 88K. And so when you look at it, it's like, yeah, that's like a recipe for a break to the upside. That's usually how it plays out. Of course, is it always going to be like that? No, right? You can't guarantee that. But to me, it looks like at this point, a breakout setup kind of, getting ready. So it's going to be very interesting to see how it plays out.
Yeah, and I do think that in the short term, like, maybe we can get a little bit of a cool off. Granted, it is Friday and we're going into the weekend, but some of these moves did leave some gaps to the downside. It did leave some inefficiency to the downside. So, I can see some short-term pullbacks. Whether we get them today, tonight, but overall, I mean, I don't know. I'm kind of feeling like that Thursday low might hold for a little bit. It might be that's probably the low of the week that'll hold. From what I'm seeing, you know.
Yeah, if we get a move back down to like 80K, like I don't
In
know,
your dreams.
tonight,
In
yeah,
your dreams.
yeah, that's the thing, right? Is I think a move down, I think would trap a lot of shorts if we get a sweep of 80K. We've built up so much resistance above us that we're gonna need a squeeze. But then at the same time, if we do grind higher, you know, you can also see those shorts starting to get squeezed out. So I don't know.
I'm Team Bull. I'm Team Bull until 100, 110K. Then I'll switch back to the bear side.
If I may, I mean, the last time we printed a candle like this, I mean, the start of once we absolutely collapsed, on November 23rd, we had some similar price action where price was printing almost the exact same candle. And what followed that was obviously an upward trend. So in terms of what I see here, the structure is leaning a little bit more to the bull side. Again, I did say that we got to be near or close above at 88.2. So it looks really good here. You know, I tend to be a little bit more bearish, but you know, sometimes I even have to come to a realization like, okay, price action, what I see in my chart is essentially a reversal, okay, and the psychology is shifting now to the upside, but it still has to close or near 88.2. But right now, looking good. That candle also mimics a November 23rd candle, so pay attention to the candles because the last time we ever had that candle, again, November 23rd. So yeah, history likes to repeat itself, so I'm looking at the history, and thus it looks really good here for potential upside.
You know, one thing that I did not like, especially on my Solana trade, and that's also part of the reason why I did take profit on my trade, was that it did not test 115, which is a key level. I mean, 120 is you know, key level as well, but we hit 116. You know, 116.7. We did not hit that 115. If it did go under 115, maybe did a nice little stop hunt there, you know, like 114.8 or something like that, or even 114, that would be a much, much better trade in my opinion. And so that
trigger locked, Lady Trader, was like I said at the opening of this space, like at 117, at least what I was seeing on my indicators and everything was like, take the long. But in my mind, I was like, man, 115 is such a psychological level that I can see it getting tapped, you know? And yeah, so I don't know. Like in hindsight, I should have layered it, but still, that's a lot of room on high leverage from 117 to 115.
Yeah, and you know, if you look at it this way, Bitcoin, as whenever it retraces, Solana retraces a lot, like, you know, a lot more. And I mean, Solana has created new lows. Bitcoin has not done that yet for the year, and so we've been kind of staying stable on BTC, but Solana has been just, you know, crushing, and it makes sense. And I think 9 out of 10 times when you have that feeling, oh, it did not tap that level, trust me, price is going back there at some point. You know, it's not always going to happen with 100% of the time, but I would say, at least when I say these kind of things, you know, hey, it did not hit this level, and you guys will see me, like, you'll hear me say that a lot on spaces, on streams, that, hey, you know, my only concern is it did not hit this level. 9 out of 10 times it will hit that level that I was talking about. It's very, very consistent. It's like, it's recorded, you could watch it. And so, yeah, that 115 is a pretty major level. But again, that's where all the, you know, all the buy orders are going to be, right? So maybe markets are going to miss them because it is such a key level. So you have to be open-minded. But I really, really wish it had taken the stops under 115.
So Lisa, for this, I only triple click on Jelly because I saw that even the Wolf Crypto guys had Jelly in their title. Are we done with this token? Like, should I be looking and getting excited for a new ticker, or is Jelly still like the move? You know.
I think I'm gonna scalp beat again because it's reversing right now, and I know how it moves already. So I see some buy volume coming in and it's reversing, and so I think I'm just gonna scalp it for the reverse. Jelly dumped. So
Oh yeah, Jelly took a big one.
Yeah, it had a huge dump, but I was asleep. I missed it. Yeah, but yeah, I'm just gonna scalp and stuff. But Bitcoin looks good on the daily now. Looks like it's forming a double bottom on the daily. It went down from the bear flag and then it's forming a double bottom right now.
Double bottom.
So I'll be watching 90K.
Man, some of these OTG was talking about are flying. Resolve.
Yeah, they already been up. It's I'll be looking for shorts.
Yeah, more than likely. I mean,
Yeah,
again,
after the daily close.
yeah. I sent you guys in the DM. There's a post where, you know, and it's just speculation right now, right? But it's people are saying like, did what we see today, is that just Michael Saylor firing like a second clip for the week, and are we either later today or Monday gonna get the, you know, hey, you know, MicroStrategy acquired X amount of BTC at like 89, 90K average price, right? And is that what's doing the pumping this week to the upside? The little scam pumps? It's the Eggman. Eggman pumps is what those are called.
Eggman pumps. Yeah, Sailor's becoming the hit. I mean, so I saw a clip of Tom Lee, and he was talking about they're almost at 4% of Ethereum total holdings. They're of all total ETH. They're almost at 4%. These guys are either they, like I said this on the stream yesterday, like these guys either truly know something, or this is gonna be probably one of the worst like possible years ever for some people. I mean Ethereum. I mean, Bits. We've looked at like the lower levels ETH could go to. I don't know exactly what Tom Lee's average prices is, but like, I mean, I don't even know what that would do for the BM&R stock. I imagine it would be like cataclysmic though.
Yeah, I mean, this is the problem with fundamentals, and I shared a video yesterday about it. I'll probably repost it today, but and it's by Alessio, which was this was like one of the first analysts that kind of helped like shape the way I thought about the markets early on, and fundamentals it's tough. Everyone wants to think that the news is what's actually driving price, and it's not always the truth. It's really not the truth. It's price is its own thing. It's, you know, it goes back to what Dom used to talk about all the time. It's auction market theory, right? It's like there's value. There's like your general fair market value, and then you got above fair market value and below fair market value. People are just trading that. And there's always going to be some narrative as to like, oh, you know, so-and-so bought, or this happened or that happened, and maybe it plays into it. But man, my opinion on guys like that have so much conviction, it's that they can be right over a longer time horizon. Like, they absolutely can be right. The problem is that sometimes that conviction will put you in an underwater position for a while. It'll force you to go into drawdown. I mean, if you listen to Tom Lee, like some of his recent interviews, he's talking about how a lot of the stuff that he's bought, some of his biggest winners, have gone 60, 70, 80% into drawdown, and he's just held them. He actually is telling you this, that he basically buys tops, holds it through a cycle, lets it go down 60, 70, 80%, and then just continues to hold while everyone else sells. So these guys aren't telling us that they're geniuses at buying the best value, or that they buy the bottom, or that they even understand the best time to buy. They're just telling us, and they're very upfront about it, so they are being genuine in it, that they just simply hold long enough that it puts them in profit over a longer time horizon. And that's what a lot of people fail to think about. So, and the hard thing to kind of come to terms with here is that, unfortunately, these guys have so many followers, so much clout, so much admiration from like other traders and people, that people will jump into these trades with them, not understanding that. And unfortunately, these other people may not have the same time horizon. They may not have the same ability to withstand 60, 70, 80% drawdown. And that's where that disconnect is. So, you know, I think if you like even I'm not, and I'm gonna sound funny here, but I'm backing Joe Carl Sari here a little bit in that even he's kind of said that over the long term, like things go up, and that's kind of what they're pitching, that's what they're selling. But the disconnect is that they fail to acknowledge that in the short term it can go against them, and people will follow them into trades, end up in a bad place, end up having to dip out, and then they say, oh, this guy's been wrong this entire time, and then they'll clout chase and say 5 years later, look, I was right, I told you. So it's all communication, like discrepancy.
They painted themselves in a corner too. With they're pitching us a single asset fund.
Yeah.
Like what else are they supposed to do?
Yeah, of course.
Like go out there and be like, I don't know. Looks like we might be headed towards lower prices.
Yeah.
Like they're constantly, always, forever going to be pitching buy. Like,
and I do think again, like I do think they find assets that over a long enough period of time do tend to outperform. They do go up substantially compared to just like what you would see on an average S&P or something like that year. But and I also do understand that they, their side of traders lose money 100%. But I would argue that when they even reference that of like most traders lose money, they're actually just talking about the people that are buying on their signal and then selling at the bottom and then getting mad at them, and then the asset goes up over a few more years, and then they say like, look, see, traders lose money. And it's like, well, there's a lot of context we're leaving out there. Number one, you were basically shilling this because it's white collar shilling is what they're doing, right? It's at the end of the day, like everyone gets mad at the meme coin guys and everyone on CT because you're shilling your bags. That's what these guys are doing. They're just doing it in a suit, baby. There's no difference, and you think they're all smart and everything, and then they go into drawdown. They go into drawdown for months or a year, and no one calls them out because they got a suit on and they're PFP and they know what they're talking about. They're on these shows with their crazy hair and their fancy glasses and shit, So, anyways, I'm gonna get in I'm gonna go on a rant there if I keep going, but it's just to say that you have to learn to read between the lines. You got to pay attention to what they're actually telling you and saying versus just the words that are coming out of their mouth or on the headline, because there's a lot more to it than that.
Love it, Bits, what you said. That was fantastic. By the way, remember what I was saying earlier when I said, New York Open had a really nice bullish candle. So I think price is going to go back down and take the stops out of everybody that went long over there. It just did that actually on BTC.
Oof, yeah, look at that. You turn away for 1 minute and the market's making moves, so we'll see. I'm still standing on the side that I think that these pullbacks are bullish. I think there's a decent chance that the lows hold, and this could go higher, but we'll have to see. Again, like we say all the time on the streams, right? Like when we're streaming charts and stuff, you gotta wait for that confirmation. I'm not a knife catcher myself. I have a lot of respect for people that can do that profitably, because a lot of times knife catching just is a losing game. So people that can do that profitably, you guys are wizards. I can't do that. I wait till the bottom is in. I usually miss the absolute bottom, but I get in on the confirmation, and I'm able to get in with a little more confidence and a little more size. So I think it makes up for it,
Hey, we did catch the falling knife Bits on Solana yesterday. That trade was crazy.
Yeah, I mean, I don't consider that a catch the knife, though. That was a very calm. We had outlined that trade way before it ever happened. We knew the levels before it ever happened. We knew the volume we were looking for. There was zero knife catching involved in that, man. That was a technical, methodical trade, and we took it. That's all that was.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. It's at least on the smaller time frame. On daily, though, it wasn't nicely caught on the daily.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you could say, on a daily it was ugly, but on the 4 hour and below, it was clean. It was textbook. Bad price is gonna have nightmares about that, missing that trade for months probably.
Maybe he can get a nice entry on it.
We'll keep bringing it up, that way he can keep reliving it. That sounds like a plan to me.
Yeah, well, here's the thing. It's the
freezing on the
All
trigger.
excuses I've ever heard in my life start with "Here's the thing, bad prices."
Well, no excuse. I'm
every
saying what's more
excuse,
concerning.
You know.
Right. What's more